Hit 103.9 FM and our YouTube channel, Fort Scott TV. Tiger football is brought to you in part by Briggs Auto of Fort Scott, DQ Grill and Chill, Sharky's Pub and Grub, Five Corners Mini Mart, Hometown Pub, Marcia's Deli, Fearless Products, Seacan's Vacation Shop and Designer Florist by Seacan, Sonic of Fort Scott, Cheney Witt Funeral Chapel, Shirt Shack, Typhoon Bay Car Wash, and Union State Bank. Tiger football is also made possible by these special sports boosters: Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance Incorporated, the Hole in the Wall Liquor Store, La Hacienda of Fort Scott, Norris Heating and Air Conditioning, Atkins Insurance, Opie's Pizza, Casper Enterprises, Canar Eye Care, Myrick Mechanical, State Farm Insurance Agent Cale Nelson, and Fort Scott Community College. It's time now for the Briggs Auto pregame show, as you enjoy Fort Scott Tiger football with the new voice of the Tigers, Dylan Duffy, on All Hit 103.9 FM and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. Go Tigers!
Good evening, Tiger fans. Welcome into the Briggs Auto pregame show on All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV. I'm Dylan Duffy, the voice of the Tigers, alongside my broadcast partner, Aaron Judy. Tonight, the Tigers are on the road in Towanda, Kansas, to take on the Circle Thunderbirds in what could be a turning point game late in the season.
Yeah, both teams here tonight, 1-5. So both a little disappointed on the season from where they wanted to be, but tonight's one of these nights where one of the teams is going to come up with a little momentum and start moving forward, looking to the playoffs in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely. And we could really see a spark last week from our Fort Scott's offense. Junior quarterback Drayden Marlowe got his first start, and he looked poised and confident, throwing for nearly 100 yards through the air.
Yeah, and looking at it from, I can remember my first start as a quarterback. I can't imagine. I played some JV, played freshman, played quarterback all the way through, but that's the first game Drayden's ever started as a quarterback ever in his life.
Yeah, and it was homecoming.
He starts homecoming at a new school. He transferred in this year. And so he did a great job. He threw the ball well. I think he's been learning on the option. It's tough to run the triple option when you first get started, but he's going to keep going, and I know he's going to do well tonight.
Absolutely. And then tonight we also have some even better news for Tiger fans. The senior leader, Ryder Newton, the commander-in-chief himself, returns to the lineup in some capacity. We didn't really hear if he was going to be offense or defense or both, but we knew if it was up to him, he's probably going to be playing all the assets. But we know that energy and leadership he's going to bring to this football team. Yeah,
and, I know Ryder well from before football. He could be 25% tonight, and he's going to tell the coaches, "Oh, Coach, I'm 100%. I'm ready to go." But, just besides his play on the field that speaks for itself, he's going to be the guy that steadies everybody else. He's going to calm the huddle. He's going to get guys aligned. He's just kind of their, I think normally your safety is going to be your quarterback of your defense, but he's kind of the quarterback of our defense, and he keeps everything rolling. Not to slide anything from the other guys. In my opinion, we've got three of the best linebackers in 4A and other great defensive players too, but it's just great to have him out there again.
Absolutely, and to kind of stay on the defensive side, we're seeing some new names make an impact. Along with the freshman Kyler Keaton has earned himself some snaps, and he's getting some opportunities to prove what he can do, even getting an interception on the two-point try in last week's home game.
And I just talked to his parents right before we got up here. And I think he's a 15-year-old kid. So you're talking about a kid as a freshman. He goes from whatever night 8th grade football is played on to straight to Friday night football. You're 15 years old and you're playing against some grown men. They're 18-year-old, kids out there. And so he's done a really good job.
For sure. And, as always, Fort Scott's defensive identity is about hustle and physicality and making sure, alignment and assignment and getting to the football. And you got plenty of that even with the seniors in the secondary. You can name off tons of seniors on this team with Gavin Miles, Dexter Williams, Shai Kennedy, and Caden Cannon. who will look to set the tone and try to keep Circle's athletes contained tonight. If they can, the Tigers should be in good shape. And then, Aaron, let's roll into our Briggs Auto keys to the game. What's your number one for the night?
We're going to have to get the ground game going. We've got to run the ball. I mean, that's no different than any football game, from Pee Wee to NFL. You run, and then it opens up the pass.
For sure. And then, to kind of key off of that, the biggest thing that we've seen a pretty good steady of our run game this year, but the key that we really need to make on my key is we got to finish the drives. We've gotten down there. We've moved the ball really well. Even our first drive last week, we were right there to score, and we just had a mishap with the turnover. But we got to turn those possessions into some points and definitely get some red zone efficiency there.
Yeah, and I sound like a broken record because I talked about it every week since we started, and Coach Stark will say the same thing. We've got to figure out how to maintain the momentum. We sometimes we start fast, and then about the third quarter we start to lack a little bit, and then we finish strong. We've got to figure out how to start in the first quarter strong, through the second, through halftime, keep the momentum, and then finish the third and fourth quarter. We can't drop a quarter here or there.
For sure, and the Tigers are kind of watching Circle get on the field here, and they're getting up and going. And that's going to do it for the Briggs Auto pregame show, brought to you by Briggs Auto of Fort Scott, Kansas, your hometown dealership, supporting Tiger Athletics all season long. Kickoff between the Fort Scott Tigers and Circle Thunderbirds is about 5 minutes away. Stay tuned. Aaron and I will have the play-by-play action coming up next on All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV.
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore, with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their belly at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All Tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, schools, and our athletes. Give us a call, 620-223-2970, or stop by our office. We're located at 20 South National in beautiful downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
Quick in, quick out. Five Corners is your go-to spot for convenience. Mornings are a breeze with grab-and-go options. Even lunch is easy with fresh and fast choices. Follow Five Corner Mini Mart on Facebook for their lunch specials every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Five Corner takes pride in making their customers' lives easier. Convenient, fast, friendly, and proud sponsors of all Fort Scott Tigers. That's your locally owned Five Corner Mini Mart, 12 from the bypass in Fort Scott.
Opie's Pizza is proud to support all area school sports and reminds you that they have many locations for you to enjoy the best pizza there is. You'll find Opie's Pizza at KC Mart, both north at the Hammond exit and South 69. Union Station in Uniontown. Everybody's in Mound City. Opie's Restaurant in Girard. And now at Opie's Pizza Pool Room and Pub in Pittsburgh. Crickets in Kincaid. Rookies in Iola. And on-the-go convenience store at the Prescott exit on North 69. Or go to opiespizza.com.
Hey folks, Frank here with Briggs at Fort Scott. I can't believe it's that time of year again. Model year-end closeout sale. The 2026s are starting to arrive, and these 2025s have to go. Shop 8 brands all in one location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, GMC, and Toyota. All deeply discounted with rates as low as 0%. Now is the time. Find all these brands in Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
Vince Lombardi once said, football is like life. It takes perseverance, hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. The Hole in the Wall Liquor Store knows that these traits are fostered through community support from teachers, parents, and businesses to help promote students' growth. Located at 124 East Wall on the edge of historic downtown Fort Scott, the Hole in the Wall Liquor Store proudly partners with our community to support the local youth in all their activities.
Tiger fans, it's Woody and the team from Hometown Pub. We want to wish all the Big Red teams a great season. Stop by Hometown Pub at 206 North National Avenue all year long to talk Tiger news. Check out our Facebook page at Hometown Pub for weekly specials. Go Big Red.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
The Fort Scott Tigers, right here on All Hit 103.9 FM.
Hey folks, Frank here with Briggs & Fort Scott. I can't believe it's that time of year again. Model year-end closeout sale. The 2026s are starting to arrive, and these 2025s have to go. Shop 8 brands all in one location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, GMC, and Toyota. All deeply discounted with rates as low as 0%. Now is the time. Find all these brands in Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
Playing the greatest hits of all time. You're tuned to the fun one. Good times, great oldies. All Hit 103.9. KOMB FM. Fort Scott.
We are back here at Towanda Circle looking to see. Looks like the Tigers will be kicking here. You're good. You're good. Gotta get all set up. Can you hear? There we go. That would be why you couldn't hear me very well. It looks like the Tigers are setting up to kick off here at the start of this game. It's going to be a beautiful night here in Towanda, Kansas. Looks like some clouds are potentially rolling in, but storm's supposed to hang off to the end of the game. So got our Taco Tico in us, and we're set for a show here tonight.
Yeah, here we go.
Got the cowbells going from the Tigers. Looks like, for the most part, a lot of the fans showed up tonight, so good little showing for the Tigers here as they're on the road, about 2 hours, 15 minutes away from home.
Yep. Senior night for the Thunderbirds tonight. Pretty nice stadium, turf. Nowhere has quite the home stadium we do. Not as big ever usually, but
no.
Here we go.
Caleb Hall with the kickoff here. We're going to have a big booming kick down kind of the left side of the field, right side of the field here. They're not going to know what to do with it. They're going to pick it up at the 15. Going to get him out, knock him out right there about the 27-yard line. So not great field position here starting for the Circle Thunderbirds. Special teams for the Tigers there stayed packed.
Yeah, it looked like they couldn't decide who was going to try to catch the ball there. 2 or 3 of them almost trying to go for it at once, and it just falls, beside all of them.
Kind of looked like that old Cubby and a Quail kind of trick play, but none of them wanted to touch the ball.
Starburst maybe.
Yeah. But looks like Tawanda's going to come out in the doubles. We saw that a lot against Chanute, so they probably watched a little bit of film. Quarterback's going to be in shotgun with a single back here. The Tigers are going to set up in their 4-3. Going to have a snap. Going to be fake. Quick little out route to their in there. He's going to make a tackle. We're going to get him down right there about the 35-yard line. Just a quick little out route to their slot receiver there to get it kind of some positive yards for him.
Yeah, and just like we try to do, throw a couple little quick hitters, get your quarterback some confidence. The third kind of just that little quick bubble screen almost.
Yep, they're going to go heavy here. They're going to be trips on our side of the field. Single back now in motion. Going to get back to the doubles. No, he's going to split to the back, kind of roll back out. We're going to see a little triple option play here. Going to have him with a chance. Misses one tackle. Gets out to the outside. Going to be enough for a first down and knock out of bounds right there about the 45-yard line by, looks like 21 for us.
Yeah. Going to be shy there on the tackle. On that, they kind of run the speed option to the right there, and Caden Cannon's playing linebacker tonight. He's right there to make the play, just couldn't quite wrap him up. So they're going to come back out in doubles again at their own 45. He's going to take the snap. We get to him. He tries to throw a deep ball over the middle, and Brody Stoughton is going to hit him kind of as he's throwing there.
Yeah, threw a really pretty ball for getting kind of driven into the ground there. So good on Brody to get there.
We are going to see, we believe this is the backup quarterback for the Thunderbirds tonight. It's going to be Cole Wilbur, a 6-foot, 153-pound sophomore, as their starter. I think is injured, maybe a bad leg, foot, something like that.
Kind of seemed a little gimpy last week and in film. We're going to have some motion over here to the left side. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. Going to get hit right there. Bounces off his own player. Do have a flag on the play, but we're going to have a gain of about, he's way up there and the guy's back there, but it's going to be about a gain of 3, and it looks like there's probably going to be coming back a hold maybe on Jacob Adams out here on the outside.
Yeah. Kind of made a couple guys miss there, but they throw that flag, I'm sure it looks like it's in holding.
Yep, so they're going to drive him back. It's going to be 2nd and 20 here for the Thunderbirds after that incomplete pass there on first down. we're getting a little bit more pressure, it seems, in the backfield. Obviously, we know Chanute's pretty good all around on offense, but we're able to, this is the third week in a row we've seen some type of spread formation, so I think we're kind of like, all right, we're going to get into it.
And they don't have near the offensive line that we were going to see last week with Chanute.
Yeah, nope.
So they're going to come back out, trips to the far side of the field. He's going to take the snap and shotgun. He's looking to throw it. Throws it.
Ball's out. Ball is out. Ball is out. We're going to recover that. If that was a catch, it's going to be our ball.
I don't know if they're going to call that a they're going to call it a catch and a fumble. He catches the ball on a quick out there. And
Shy Kennedy laid the boom.
That was Dexter.
Dexter hit them? Okay.
Dexter Williams just absolutely crushes the kid. He coughs the ball up, and we're going to pick it up. It's going to be Tigers' ball. Their coach is not happy.
No. I mean, it was one of those. It was kind of close to see.
Yeah, boom, boom play. Not sure if it's a fumble or and he's going to talk him out of it. Now they're going to say it was a drop pass.
Which, I mean, you hate it because you had the ball in great field position.
Yeah.
And then, Stark's kind of giving the ref over here, like, what are we doing?
A little late on that, but, we'll take it. Make them line up.
Still going to have to snap the ball. It's going to be 3rd and 20 here with another chance to get a stop.
Yeah. 10 minutes to go here, 0-0. They're going to have the ball on their own 35.
He trips to our side. Ooh, left a little early over here, but they didn't call it. We're going to be back there.
Gets it. Oh, we can't get him wrapped up there.
Going to have him complete a pass with some room to run here. We're going to tackle him, but not enough after a first down. So, kind of had him in the backfield, had a chance for it, but we didn't get him wrapped up, and he got through there. Looks like we might have.
Looks like Shy Kennedy's down over there on the far sideline. He's going to get up there. And that's, you hate that. We have 2 guys get a free run at him.
Yeah.
Just can't put hands on him. And that's what happens. He makes a big play. Good play by their quarterback. I mean, kudos to him. He steps up in the pocket and kind of climbs the ladder and throws it downfield to an open receiver, and he makes a play. Kyler Keating probably makes a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, we're going to have doubles here. Shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle. Kind of gets hit again as he lets it go. Get on that ball just in case. Nope, that one's going to be incomplete too. So, they're getting some. We're getting some hats on the ball though because we're knocking it out. So
yeah, you just want to see him get there. Literally, I mean, he's almost kind of throwing it. I hate to say that he's throwing it up for grabs a little bit, kind of lobbing it.
We got some different names for it when we talk about NFL and what they call those balls. But I mean, that's 2 big hits, and like we were talking with defensive coordinator Coach Matt Glades. Defense travels, and so far we've been flying to the football, so we're popping them pretty good.
I'd like to see him hawk that ball down a little center, go high point it, and let's take it back for 6.
Absolutely. Shotgun formation again. He's going to look a little bubble screen out here to the right side of the field. We got another hold call there.
Big time hold.
On top of that hold, you like to see it because we had about 3 of our players right there to wrap him up as well. So
rally into the football, even if he doesn't hold him there, it was going to be a short game. Looked like maybe 4.
Yep. Looks like we got Shy and Jacob over here on our sideline, with their helmets off, hopefully getting spatted up here. Looks for Shy and get right back into the game. But, it's going to be behind the sticks again. So.
Yeah, and this is where we need to make these hurt a little bit for them. I mean, you can't let them keep getting out of the situations. Don't give them this momentum early where they think they can, just get it back all the time. So you want to make their mistakes hurt.
Yeah, so that holding only pushes them back about 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, 8 yards from the line of scrimmage. Yep. We have 2nd and 18 here with 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Shotgun formation trips to their side. They didn't know the play yet because they were kind of waiting. It's going to be a busted play. We got to wrap up here.
Oh, that's a fumble. The ball's loose.
Grab the ball. We're still going.
They're going to say
they're going to incomplete pass. Yeah, this is
Goodness.
It was close, but going to be another incomplete pass. Got him to another 3rd and long here, so hopefully we know we don't let that long pass go and get a 4th down here and get a chance to get the ball back on offense. We've had about 3 or 4 plays. It seems like we may have already had the ball, but not quite yet.
Shy's out there, so you have Colt, number 15 is going to be Cole Doherty was in there. The ball bounces and lands right in his hands. Who knows how far he runs with it if they do call it a fumble there.
Absolutely. We're going to have trips back to their side of the sideline, single back. And a single receiver over here on ours, shotgun. Snap, going to look for another roll screen. Now going to go right in the middle of them. We do have him right there. Cannon is on him. Cannon brings him down. So that's going to bring up a 4th and about 12 from behind the sticks, maybe a 4th and 10.
Yeah, they're going to be, they're at their own 33-yard line. You don't really have, unless they have some all-world kicker, which I don't believe they do.
Unless they got is it Brady or Brody Southwell that
Brody
came through Fort Scott that could kick pretty far, but they don't. So they are going to go for it here. They're going to be back in doubles, kind of a bunch formation over on our side in doubles. They're going to get us off sides there, unfortunately. So that's the things you got to look at if you're the Tigers, though. It's still going to be 4th down, but it's going to be about 4th and 5 here. And
that's one thing that they knew going in. They're going to run, number one, they're going to air it out all over the field. They're the spread offense. They want to throw the ball a lot. And number two, I've already seen them go on, they go on a clap.
Yeah.
So there's no cadence, but he's went on 2 claps or 3 claps a few times already so far. So it's just one of those things where you're playing D tackle, you're literally on top of the ball. Just watch the ball. He's just eager to get in there. I get it, but got to watch the ball.
Yep, so they're going to snap it here. Shotgun formation, another quick little bubble screen. Going to knock him down right there. Let's see. Going to be right at the 20, so that looks like
Dexter's going to get him tackled, but not short enough. They're going to get a first down out of it.
Something to look for later on in the game. We did hear the coaches up here that they were already kind of blocking, engaged with our D-back before the ball's even in the air, so that's something we got to watch. But double formation here again, both sides. Shotgun, looking up the middle, right up the middle. He's going to throw to the corner. Catch, and no. Let's see.
It's going to be an incomplete. He kind of catches it as he tries to put it over the pylon.
Yep. So they're going to call that incomplete pass. So another good thing for us there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 8:42 with the clock stopped there. And, they're kind of pushing it down the field on us, but not really, because we've had some big plays where we've had some hard hits. We just
haven't been able to capitalize on
it. Yep. Shotgun formation again. Going to run the speed option over here to the right side. He's going to have a hole. He's going to cut in. Going to get a big hit on him and take him down right there at about the 5-yard line. So that's going to bring enough for a 1st and goal for the Thunderbirds here.
Yeah, and we've got to do a better job of kind of keeping inside contained there. We have a couple guys that are right there, but they just kind of messed up. They're going to line up quick here, back to doubles. They're going to one running back. He's going to be in shotgun. He's going to take the snap and hand it off. They're going to run a quarterback keep there, kind of a quarterback counter. He's going to get
that was almost
stuffed.
One of those, you play Madden, that's the engage 8 blitz. It was like, hey, if you're going to hold on to the ball, you're going to get hit, and if you're going to hand it off, it's going to be quick. So they didn't get it out of there, and we just
their
cleaned
offensive
it up.
line. I haven't looked at their size, but they don't look. We are bigger than them.
Yeah,
and we're getting great pressure. We're getting good penetration with the defensive line. We've just got to. Probably 3 times he's dropped back to pass, and we've put 2-3 players to put hands on him. We've just got to get him wrapped up and taken down. They're going to run a trick play here. The quarterback's going to move over. The running back's going to take it, try to run just a stretch play over the left side there, but we're going to stuff it. They run they kind of clap and they all twist, do a 360, and then the running back's going to catch it almost like in a wildcat. But good job by Fort Scott. They're going to sniff it out and get it stopped there. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 7:22 to go here in the first. 0-0.
Have a heavy backfield here again.
They're going to be in like a bone formation out of shotgun.
Bad snap.
The ball's on the ground. The running back picks it up and looks to pass it.
It's just going to be thrown away. Kind of a smart move on his part to let it go.
Throw it away.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 4th down. So another 4th down. I think they're
going to kick it now.
Yeah. This is kind of probably PAT to 10-yard field goal here is a little bit easier in the high school league.
They're calling something.
Might end up calling intentional grounding or an illegal man downfield or something like that with the way that play kind of was busted and the quarterback didn't throw it. So even if it was set up for him to make the throw, you kind of have a fire option there. But it looks like it's going to be a no call.
They're going to wave it off, yep.
It's better safe than sorry kind of thing. So, yep, they're going to go for a 3 field goal here. Can't see the kicker's number from up here.
Looks like it was the same kid that's playing running back.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be number 6, Franklin EQ.
Special teams did get through last week. Let's see if we do here. They kind of try to go on a bad snap.
Oh, we were right there.
But he has a good leg.
He missed
but it is
though.
no good. But that ball traveled about 30 yards past the field goal post. And we were kind of in all that first. Yeah.
Kicked it far left.
And, we were right there, and, we kind of brought that up. I
can't believe we didn't block that.
Yeah. Special teams last week, we didn't allow a single extra point, 2-point conversion or a block. So, we did really good there. And we're going to have the ball here with got to go the whole field, but this is a great momentum builder if you can push it all the way down the field and score from your
great job by us there. At least, like we said, make them snap it again.
Absolutely.
That's what happens. Good things happen when you make them snap it again. So we're going to take the ball at our own 20 here after the missed field goal by the Thunderbirds. Drayden's going to come out. We're going to be in I formation. Single receiver to the left. We're going to run the option. He's going to give it. Whoa, a late hit on our quarterback. He grabs him by the head there and just head throws him. Really surprised we didn't see any flags there. I don't know. That's crazy. That was pretty blatant.
Yeah, that was not a good play, but, we haven't seen too many of that from the officials all season, so I'm not holding my breath here tonight either.
We're going to come back out. They're going to gain 3 on that. There's going to be a give to Paxton Allen. We're going to stay in the I formation again. We're going to hand it off. Boy, it's chippy out there already. They're going to hand it off, and I think we're going to have maybe a small gain there or a loss. We're going to lose about 1 on that. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Tigers here at our own 20, I'll call it the 21-yard line. So big 3rd down right here. Probably looking for Drayden to air it out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you want to be smart here, though, too, and, you can get out of here and change the field if we need to.
Yeah, we're going to see play action here. Drayden's going to roll to his right. And he throws the underneath pass to Paxton Allen, who's kind of closely guarded there.
Had a chance at it. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 9 and definitely going to be in a punting situation here for the Tigers.
So not exactly what you want on your first offensive series, but upside, we're watching Caleb Hall punt the ball in warmups, and he's booting the ball, so you hope he can kind of flip the field here. They're going to set up their deep man at about the 45. Caleb's going to be standing at his own 9-yard line.
Going to be a penalty on the play before the snap.
It's going to be on them, it looks like.
So, that's going to bring it up to about a 4th and if it's 5 yards on them, it's going to bring up a 4th and 4 here.
I'm guessing they're in the neutral zone there. I don't know what we're doing here. The ball hasn't moved yet. And the ball's still not moving.
So was it more of like a...
Okay, they said no foul on the play. So here we go. We're going to line it up again. I'm not sure what the heck that was, but...
I don't know if any of us know what that was.
Caleb's going to be standing at his 9. He's going to catch it clean here.
Good kick. Going to be short. Going to take a good Fort Scott bounce for us. Kind of going to get hit in the back there, but nothing. He's going to pick it up. I wouldn't have done it, but you're going to get about 3 yards there on kind of jumping and forward. So they're going to be at the 45-yard line. Didn't quite flip the field back to their side, but it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds here on the 45.
Yeah, and that was probably one of the shorter kicks I saw. Well, and he's standing from his 9, so still a pretty good kick. But, boy, he was booming it in pregame warm-ups there. So Thunderbirds are going to come back out in shotgun. Doubles are going to send the running back out. He's going to throw a deep ball here, and he's wide open if he can get it to him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Looks like it hit the ground before he got it. But, they're letting the backup quarterback here kind of air it out if he is.
Gavin kind of loses his
contain almost.
Not sure what the call was there, but I don't know if that's on Gavin or on Shy, but someone definitely has to be over the top there. Probably actually Shy's half the field. So
Yep. It's kind of deeper than the deepest. That's kind of rule number 1 of being a safety.
So they're going to come back out, trips to our side, single receiver to his left. They're going to send the inside receiver in motion. Now they're going to stop, kind of look at me. In motion again. He's going to come back behind him. They're going to run a
counter play almost into that single, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and he's going to get about 9 yards there. No, sorry, not 9, about 7 or so.
Yeah, I think he's still going to have enough for a 1st down there if it's not coming back.
Usually where that flag's thrown from the white hat is definitely going to be holding, and that's what he is calling, looking over at their sideline. So it's going to be a holding on the Thunderbirds. Defensively, we've lucked out pretty well so far that we've got them kind of pushed back every drive that they've been about 2nd and 20.
Kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but we just keep letting them out. We've got to figure out something here. I really think our defensive line's doing a good job getting to him. We've just got to wrap up. So maybe you see that here. They're going to take it in shotgun again. They're going to hand it off. Jacob Adams is all over it.
What a monster.
They try to hand it off there kind of on just a quick give. I thought that was Jacob Adams. I think that was Brody Stoughton, actually.
Either way, them big boys up front are looking to feast on this.
That was Brody. Jacobs over here on the sideline. I don't know what's
offensive line tonight. Yeah, it looks like they're messing with his shoulder a little bit or something, but definitely want to see him get back in there if he can.
Great play by Brody there.
Quick snap here. It's going to be a screen play. He's going to have it. He's going to have a blockers in front of him, a couple of them. And he is quick. Trouble. He is fast. Shy's one man to beat here. It's going to be at the 10-5 touchdown. Circle Thunderbirds on a 3rd down and 25
they
there.
run a slip screen there, and no one recognizes it. Our D-line gets way up. Everybody rushes upfield, and I mean, he had one guy blocked by 3 people and just open grass.
Yeah, and that's just one of those plays that when you're getting that much pressure on the quarterback every play, that it's probably coming. You got to read that as a defensive lineman to know that, hey, if this is getting even easier, we better freeze and see, kind of hold the ground. But different kicker in here now for the PAT try for the Thunderbirds. They're
gonna snap it here.
Gonna be a snap, and it's up, and it's good.
So it's gonna be 4:39 here to go in the first quarter. It's going to be Thunderbirds 7, Fort Scott Tigers 0. So we've just got to figure out a way to fight back now. I mean, we got punched in the face. You got to punch back.
Absolutely. Tiger football tonight is going to be brought to you by where'd they go? We got to find them right quick. Atkins Insurance, Billard Hammer Hartman Insurance Incorporated, Bourbon County Cars, and Brick Street Barbecue. So, on that drive, again, pushed them back quite a bit there. Had more than 20 yards, third and 25, another chance to get off the field. And, they're probably going to be in a passing set there, and just unfortunately kind of didn't sniff it out and let them get to it. But
yeah, and to their credit, I mean, that's a great spot to run slip screen. That's where you want to run it, kind of down in distance, and they run it perfectly. They block it well, and we just, like you said, when no one's touching yet, but they've kind of been getting through untouched all night, but you just got to feel it out. When no one's touching you, settle. And so learn from it, move on.
Absolutely.
Number 6 going to tee it up here for the Thunderbirds. And he is going to boot
that through the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback. Tigers will take it here at the 20-yard line.
We don't see a lot of touchbacks in
I was almost going
high school football.
I was almost going to see if you want to do a quick little side bet there when we saw that field goal. When we saw him line back up out there, I was like, I bet this is going to the end zone.
I read in the scouting report, they said if he's kicking it, he's going to kick it to the 10 or through the end zone about every time. If they don't, chance they might kind of pooch it and kick it up real high to about the 20. But Tigers are going to come back out here in I formation. Receiver split to each side. We're going to take the snap. Good run there. I believe that's Creed. Yeah, Creed Clayton is going to run there for about 7, it looks like. Okay, I lied. 5. They're going to give him 5, bring up a 2nd and 5. Ball's going to be on the 25-yard line for the Tigers, our own 25. Drayden's going to run the play in here.
Maybe about 4:12 left on the play, on the play clock. Game clock, sorry.
Game clock, yep. They're going to come out. We've stayed in I all night. We're going to see it again. He's going to give it quick to Paxton Allen.
Kind of now you can officially call him the fullback in the sense in that I formation. So going to gain a little bit more. And, if you gain 3-4 yards of play, you're going to have a first down opportunity on 3rd down and definitely on 4th down.
I just know there's someone out there watching this on YouTube that's like, that's right. They just need to bring the fullback back.
Yeah, just got to bring the fullback back. You
need the fullback.
Yeah.
That's what they're missing. So Drayden's going to run the play in. Going to be 3rd and 1 here. I'd say you're probably going to see another dose of Paxton Allen if I'm guessing. Another trap play right up the middle.
Yeah, or quick quarterback sneak maybe, or it's going to be a...
They're going to give it to Creed. He's going to bust it over the right side. He's loose. Still loose. He's going to bust a good run off there. Get to about the late flag. Real late flag. I'm going to guess late hit maybe.
It's going to be late hit or taunting or something. Yeah, that came in really late when we were already kind of looking down to see what was going on.
Oh, sideline warning.
Good call. Good call.
Yep. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. They got to get on their get-back coach.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of get-back coaches in high school ball, but, in college it's usually the strength coach and everybody else down there kind of pulling them back.
Good job there by Creed Clayton. He's going to break a run there to the 45-yard line. We're going to come back out, stay in the eye, receiver to split to each side. Drayden's going to be under center. He's going to read the option. He's going to give it. And we're going to get a good gain there. We're about 5.5. We'll take that every play. Drayden's doing a great job reading the option right now. Kind of a little different, too. You know, I don't think I ever even saw a defense like this. They run a 4-2-5, but they run a nickel all the time. But
kind of same thing Chanute did last week. A
lot of times they'll walk two guys up because we don't run a spread, with a ton of receivers, so they'll walk two guys up. It almost looks like a 6-man front.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it really on film yet, Drayden, every time he hands the ball off, they're still sending somebody to tackle him.
Yep.
Basically, except right there, Paxton Allen, fullback, basically dive right there, going to bring up a 3rd and 1. And then, if you're a Tiger fan and you're a Tiger coach, this is exactly what you want. You want short yardage on 3rd down, chance to get an easy 1st down, just kind of control the clock and let it go, especially against a team that's already came out and showed you, hey, we're going to be passing the ball a lot. So
right now we're seeing kind of a heavy dose of right there, inside veer, a heavy dose of trap with the fullback. They're running the ball well. This is our 2nd drive, so you'd like to get some points on the board. You don't want to go down 14-0 or whatever.
Nope, you got to kind of keep it going.
We're going to run a quarterback sneak there, and I don't.
Looks like he kind of started at
They're going to mark him really close.
Yeah, but I think it is right on the 30-yard line, so he might just be, the 45, so he's going to be just a smidge short.
Yeah.
Let's say we're probably going to see it one more time or maybe a
I don't know if they measure that. He might be a few inches short. Yeah, they're going to call it 4th down here. If I'm Coach Sark, hand the ball to Paxton Allen or Creed Clayton right here, just right up the gut. I don't feel like they can stop him.
Yeah, no, Caden, that was owed to him. His quarterback draw every time.
Yeah,
quarterback
no
sneak.
doubt.
It was 5 yards at a pop. So
yeah,
maybe we'll see him in the backfield too as he lines up his wide receiver some as well. But going to come back out in the I formation with Dre under center here.
Double tight. And they're going to hand it off. Drayden's going to keep it.
He got enough to get the first down.
He's going to get enough for the first down though.
Really going to depend on the spot, but he got past that line with his big. I'd say
he did get hit hard.
We'd say 6'2", but I'm going to give him 6'4" frame.
Yeah.
He got across that line with the way he ran the ball, so good for him to fight for that Tiger first down there first. And we're moving the chains on this drive.
Good hard run by Drayden, and that's the first time I think we've seen him pull the option tonight and keep it, and he did the right thing. So, good job. Man, I'd like to see some type of. Like a quick pitch or something like that, like rocket toss, because there's nobody on the edges.
And then you got wide side of the field over here. When you run that double tight, they all just kind of stay in there.
So tight. They're going to run counter out of this play.
Oh.
Good job by Creed. He's going to keep his feet moving.
Get a few yards there, but it's kind of one of those, felt like if he would have bounced to the outside, which, that's not really Creed's MO. He likes to run it up your mouth, so he does, and he gains 3, and that's kind of where we've been. You gain 3 carry. We're going to be in a good position on 3rd down all night.
And they're not going to hold him to 3 every carry. He's going to turn some of these 3 into 6 or 7 just because he runs the ball so hard. His feet are moving the whole time.
Absolutely.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 here. We got 35 seconds to go in this first quarter. Looks like we're going to try to run one more play, maybe 2. Drayden's going to hand it off to Creed over the right side. And he's going to have enough. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down there.
And then that brings up a 3rd and 1, and it's music to our ears, really, because that's just what you want, in high school football. If you're going to run the football, just get to that 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and manageable, and see if you can't bring it over. My guess is we're probably going to let this one play out and get to the 2nd quarter here. So, that's what it looks like we're going to do. We're going to send it back to the studio. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their belly at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Hey folks, Frank here with Briggs & Fort Scott. I can't believe it's that time of year again. Model year-end closeout sale. The 2026s are starting to arrive, and these 2025s have to go. Shop 8 brands all in one location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, GMC, and Toyota. All all deeply discounted with rates as low as 0%. Now is the time. Find all these brands in Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
Back here in Towanda, Kansas, the Circle Thunderbirds are going into the second quarter with a 7-0 lead against your hometown Fort Scott Tigers, and Tigers are back under here. Dre under center, Paxton Allen at the fullback. Feels good to say that. And Creed Clayton here out here. We're going to have doubles to our side. Quick little handoff right to Paxton. He's going to fight enough for right about the 35, 36-yard line, so it'll be enough for another Tiger first down. Looks like Kegler, they're going to keep him on the side, but, that was another thing that Coach kind of brought in. Freshman Kyron Kegler has been kind of getting in there and setting some good blocks out there at tight end, along with Aiden Ogren.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Paxton there. He's such a big kid. Just fall forward. It's 3rd and 1. You're going to get a first down.
For sure, and that's what he did.
We're going to come back out here. 2 receiver splits to our side. And there's the quick pitch. We're going to run it over here with Creed. He's going to make a spin move. Not going to get much. He almost tries to cut it up inside there. I'd still like to see the quick pitch.
Yeah,
ran to the weak side of the field there because they're packed in like sardines. But we also we're more of a power run type team.
Yep.
Not really speed or fancy. So we're going to see double tight here in the eye. Drayden's going to take the snap, hand it off to Creed. He's going to fight. He's still fighting. Creed almost reminds me of who was it in the NFL? The jump cut.
Le'Veon Bell did it a lot for the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, Creed will kind of.
He waits, and then once he sees it, he's gone.
Hole.
Yeah. That's going to be up a 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. So, not that third and 1 that we've been accustomed to seeing on this drive, but still a third manageable. And
you may see play action here.
Kind of see do whatever you want.
Good spot for like a tight end drag here. Aiden Ogren's going to be the tight end on our side. We'll see what we do here. Going to be a handoff.
Creed, and he's going to fall forward for about another 2 yards. Looks like so. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3, maybe 4th and 4. Kind of see where they spot the ball here, but we bring up the second 4th down of this drive, but first 4th down of this quarter.
Going to be 4th and 4. So big 4th down here for the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big spot. Boy, this will make me nervous as a play caller. You gotta get in your bag here. It's like, do you get fancy or do you just stick to what we're doing, try to run it down their throat, or I don't know. We'll see here. Drayden's going to be under center. Coach Stark's going to call a timeout there right before the snap. That might be a spot where but they really don't get in anything exotic on defense. I mean, they're going to stay in that 4-2-5. They were going to cover 0. They're manned up on any receivers we have, which it doesn't mean as much to us because we're not Chanute. We're not. I mean, we're not the spread it out and throw it all over the yard team. But
we're going to throw out of the same formation that we're running out of, running it down your throat kind of thing. And I think Circle knows that. Everybody knows that. If you played Fort Scott, that's just what we do. But it's there because we run the ball so much, and you try to get balance, but at the same time you sneak those pass plays in, and you watch some pass films, and they're usually just wide open because they're tired of getting hit so much that. But we got a 4th and 4 here, and we got our first time out of the game for the Tigers, and we'll see what they draw up here. I think they might maybe try to do kind of a quick count, or they could wait and try to go on 2, but don't nobody move. I think what Stark kind of looked like they were saying over there. That always
scared me. Like you get to this spot and you want to go on 2 to draw them off, but then you're like, if we go early, I'm going to want to hurt somebody.
For sure.
So
Drayden's back under center here. We're going to have twins to our side of the field. It's going to be
they're going to hand it off,
and he's going to get stuffed after about 2 yards there.
It's going to be really close.
I'm going to put him right on the 25-yard line.
He's going to be short about a yard.
Yep. So
you hate that. Gosh, we drive down the field pretty well, and we just can't get that half a yard there.
Yeah, so it's going to bring a 1st and 10 for the Circle Thunderbirds here. And, another good drive for us, and kind of our first drive was we were so pushed so far back we couldn't really do anything with it. But, our first drive that we've got some things going on in the night and just get down close to the red zone. And
just stalls out. That's kind of been the story of the year so far. Unfortunately, we've got to figure out a way to get those drives to keep rolling. But
number 6 here for the Thunderbirds in motion. Shotgun. Going to be a quick hand right back to the same side he ran from. He's going to kind of wait and hit the hole as soon as he gets up there, and he's going to gain about I'd say
6 yards maybe there.
I was going to say, don't say it. I know what you're about to do. And that's what the kids have been doing. Yeah, so.
And my kids would say he got about 6 or 7 yards there.
For sure. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Thunderbirds.
And then they'd say 6-7 for about the next 5 minutes until I snap.
Yeah. It's in my household, too.
They're going to come back out, trips to the far side of the field here. Inside receiver back in motion.
Can kind of be a fake thing, but then they're going to run a pass play.
We're
back
all
there.
over him, and he's going to dump it out here to the back. Ooh, he gets a pretty good stiff arm on our guy, but he stiff arms Caden Cannon there, but Caden holds on, and that's all that matters. So he's not going to get much.
Yeah, let the rest of the dark side get there and then finish up the play a little bit, and that's exactly what you want. You know, if you're the Tigers, is just get out there. If you're not going to get the tackle on the quarterback and get a sack, just get out there, make sure you stop the ball before they get a first down. So let's bring up a 3rd and 4 here again.
Yeah, we've seen a heavy dose of Mitchell Avery's been here. I think that's going to be a false start on the Thunderbirds there, but for whatever reason, we haven't seen Jacob Adams much at defensive tackle. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's just playing offense, but Mitchell Avery's in tonight at defensive tackle, and he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, had some kind of injuries of his own here, but good to see him get out there on the field. And, it's kind of one of those, I don't think you want Adams to be gassed on both sides,
right,
and all that. But they kind of have been looking at his shoulder and left arm over here on the sideline. But that's going to be a 3rd and 9. Another one, big 3rd down here for the Tigers, and hopefully watch the screen, watch them, see if we can get them off the field here.
Yeah, you really want to stop this play right here. He's going to drop back. They're going to run that slip screen again, and it is blocked again.
And then
he's loose.
Yeah, he's got
a lot of green grass.
Got one man to beat. He's at the 30, 25, 20. 10,
Goodness
5,
gracious.
and touchdown.
They run the same
exact
play. And we just can't get it stopped. I know as much as that drives me crazy watching it, Coach Stark is probably, and Coach Glades right now are probably furious, but
that's the old adage, if you're the Thunderbirds, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And, it's a long 3rd down again. They had an opportunity, and they ran it, and unfortunately they ran it in for another long touchdown. It's going to be one untimed down here. Looks like maybe even another different kicker. I'm not for sure.
They're running a new kicker out every time they kick
3rd one, yeah. So maybe they're all getting a chance to do it here, but it's going to be a snap to the quarterback with gloves. He's not even going to.
It's blocked.
I don't know if it was blocked or if he even got the ball on the little little black thing. He kind of grabbed it.
It's definitely touched. It starts to go up, and it gets just kind of tapped, and he nails the center bar.
Yeah.
Underneath the
not even the crossbar. It was the straight down bar. So that's going to keep the score 13 for Circle. Nothing for the Tigers right now with 7:55 left to go in the second half. And
we've got to find a way to get points on the board before half.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. We've gotten accustomed this year, unfortunately, playing from behind. But this is a very winnable game for the Tigers, and we just got to get right back into it. One play at a time, one drive at a time, and see what we can do here on this drive as we get set up for the kick return. Looks like we're going to have 28 back there. Is that Kyler Keating, I believe, and Creed Clayton. And Dexter Williams is the back 3. And then looks like you got Shy, number 48. And I can't see on the other side of the field, 12 maybe. And the second kind of wedge. You can't make a wedge anymore, but the wedge here for the Tigers. So we get up for the kickoff here. They got their first guy that tried the PA or the field goal. Number 6, I forgot his name, but he's a bomber. He kicked the last one after the touchdown back into a touchback. So see if he does anything different or if he booms this one as well.
Yeah,
and he's going to boom this one. But it's going to be a little bit short. Pick up about the 4-yard line. He's going to get up to the 20 here. Going to make a couple man miss. He's going to get out to the 25, 30, back down right there about the 32-yard line. So
great run there by Kyler Keating.
Yeah, it's a kid that started on just strictly special teams and has kind of played his way onto the varsity field on both sides of the ball a little bit.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Stark about that last week, and he's like, he's making the most tackles on kickoff. He's playing super well on special teams, so that's how you earn the trust of the coaches. And then when it's your time, if they can trust you on special teams, then they're going to give you a shot on defense. And now he's done a good job. I'm sure they feel like they can trust him on anything. So
for sure. Got, back to that I formation. We haven't changed up too much of that. We're going to have a wide receiver on both sides of the ball here. Dre under center. Going to take snap. Going to be a quick little pass. We got it over the middle. Going to keep going. Aiden's going to go up and just drop it. But, he had the man kind of boxed him out there on the back end and had a chance to go get it and just unfortunately dropped the ball there.
Yeah. also apology on the camera side for that. I missed the.
That was one of those you got excited to see
Well,
the play in
it's
the
just
air.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I should keep it on.
Yeah.
That's when the ball tracker, the camera at our home games, it tracks the ball, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. I'm trying to get the quarterback, but then you want to follow the receiver. And anyways.
Just don't do what the officials did last week and stay in the backfield.
So he's going to come back under center. You're going to hand it off there. Creed Clayton's going to fight for some tough yards there.
It's about a gain of 6 there, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. And, just really just that heavy dose in that I formation. If we let our fullback kind of get that block and hand it off to Creed, we've had really good opportunities there to keep moving the ball up the field.
Yeah, we've got to figure out a way to just get a first down here and keep the drive moving. We've got 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We're going to run counter out of the eye there, and Creed's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to get brought down for a loss there on 3rd down. So exactly what you kind of can't have there.
Yeah, and also another kind of bummer over here. Looks like Jacobs on the sideline over here. He had a towel over his head, and he hasn't been back out there since. But it's going to bring up a punt here for the Tigers. Going to have Caleb Hall back here to punt it away, and, got to stop the bleeding somehow. So maybe a good punt here, and we can get them down back in their side of the field and see what we can do on defense.
Yeah, and that was the thing, too, coming down here. Both teams are 1-5. Good punt there by
Caleb. Let it bounce again, see if he comes up and runs up on it. He does, and we do wrap him up right there. So
Dexter Williams.
Great pursuit. He picked it up about the 25, got to maybe the 26, and got stuffed out right there.
Yeah, and we talked about both teams being 1-5, but we knew Circle was going to probably be decent. I mean, they played some good teams.
Yeah, very athletic. And, that was in the scouting report how athletic they were. And, if it was kind of one of those, even with a bum quarterback and running back, they're going to have opportunities to make some plays out there on the outside.
Yeah. So watch the screens here. They've scored on slip screen, running back screen, no screens. I'm sure your coaches are telling the same thing. They're going to
they kind of did a quick clap there to see if we can get somebody offsides and then do the look at me. They're going to be in there, kind of Chanute's offense basically is what you can say. Doubles formation on both sides of the field and single back in the shotgun.
Running back's going to switch to the other side here. And they're going to hand it off to him. He's going to get maybe 1, 2 there. Not going to get much. We get him contained pretty quick. So good job there on first down. Looks like he's going to get, I don't know. I was going to say where the number 2, the guy holding the down marker over here is not where the ball is. But anyway, they're going to run a
speed option out
to the right side. And
he's going to have some room to
he's
run.
He's loose again.
Enough for a first down, unfortunately, and that's going to bring it up about right at the 45-yard line. So another first down for the Thunderbirds here on this drive.
Yeah.
5:50 left on the clock as they move the chains here, and they'll get started back up. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Thunderbirds. And, they don't really huddle up. They kind of just get into a quick get back in that same formation.
They're going to go.
Going to have a little motion out to the right side. They're going to look to pass deep here and not going to be.
Overthrows.
Yeah.
Fortunate for us because he kind of had a step on us.
Yeah. They're playing kind of some quick routes and some quick motions here to kind of keep your eyes not just looking strictly in the backfield of what's going on.
Right.
So, but good for us there. It was kind of a bad throw and over the top, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the.
Yeah, and they're going to, like Dylan said, they're not going to give you any time to wait.
To adjust or anything,
They're hurry-up offense. They're going to go and go fast. So they're going to be in shotgun again, and we're going to be off. So I'm not sure what happened there. Brody Stetton's way off. I don't know if he just couldn't hold himself back, so he
just tried to time it and shot through, but that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5, and I bet they don't even huddle up or nothing. They're just going to get right back in that same formation.
I mean, right now, why would you? I mean, you've got all the momentum in the world. You're a hurry-up offense anyways. They want to go fast. If I'm Circle, I just keep my foot on the gas.
Yep.
I hate to see it because I don't want them to win, obviously.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're going to hand it up right up the middle
great
here.
Job
and we're going to have the stuff there. And, it's kind of one positive we can hang our hats on is they really haven't got any runs up the middle, but, they've just been trying to get to the outside as quick as they can. Both times they try to get here to the middle thinking that they've weakened it a little bit. They haven't. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, basically no gain there on that play, I think. And then 5:10 left here on the game clock as it's second quarter here at Tawana, Kansas.
And they're going to stay in their doubles formation. He's going to fake the handoff here, run a quick out.
It's going to be incomplete, so that's going to stop the clock at 4:59. It's going to be 4th and 5, and they're going to have a choice here. I don't know if there's a flag or what there is quite here on the field over here on this side. It's pink. You know, sometimes we saw it.
Towel. Looks like one of the circle kids.
I was going to say last week we saw kind of pink flags, so I didn't quite know for sure, but they are going to line up to punt here right at midfield. So 5 minutes and hopefully getting the ball back here for the Tigers offense.
Tigers are going to stay on the punt safe. We're not going to have a deep man here.
They're going to pin it. Yeah, good kick. Probably got that spiral going back. So, yeah, it's going to roll all the way.
No, and they couldn't have asked for a better roll.
Going to be down right there about the 6-yard line. So
goodness.
It's going to be 4:47 left here for the Tigers to push it down the field and see if we can make this a one-score game going into half.
Yeah, we've got to find something here. I don't know if you come out and try to throw the ball a little bit here. I mean,
yeah, I mean we got to try to open it up somehow, but we do want to thank some quick sponsors here. We got Casper Enterprises, City State Bank, and Design Florist by CCAN. You know, we appreciate their support and sports boosters that make all this possible for us to get all the way out here to Towanda and get some Taco Tico and El Dorado before we get to the game. And
so we're going to come back out here. We're going to be in the I, receiver split to each side. Drayden's going to take the snap, going to hand it off. I think Creed's going to try to break it to the outside there. He's not going to get much. As a matter of fact, I think he maybe loses a half a yard there or just gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're going to call it 2nd and 11 here, so they're going to say he loses one on that play.
Even lost a yard, unfortunately, yeah.
I don't know what you do here. I mean, it's hard to say run play action on your 5-yard line.
Yeah, because
you just want to hopefully try to pop one and get a little breathing room.
Yeah, but if you it's insult to injury if you end up not getting anything here.
Or get a safety or, you know, something crazy happens.
Yeah.
So Drayden's going to come back under center, take the snap. They're going to run play action here. He's going to roll out.
Has Paxton now.
Paxton, he gets it to him, but Paxton it's kind of a little bit of a high ball. Paxton has to go up to get it and comes
gets
down
it almost
with
to the 10, so a little bit of breathing room there for the offense, you know, to make maybe another pass play or see what we do here on 3rd down.
We just can't stay out of third and mediums.
Yeah, you know, we had that drive where we were kind of getting some good yardage, and then, yeah, we got stuck on that 3rd medium.
Just
stalled out on us, but we're going to have 3rd and 6 here.
3rd and 6, going to be about 3:20 to go when they snap the ball. Drayden's going to come back under center in the I. He's going to take the snap, drop, 3-step drop.
Just throw it up. We're going to have.
There's a go ball for Dexter Williams and just kind of overthrows him there.
So it's going to stop the clock at 3:15 here. 4th and 7. Definitely going to have to punt this ball away here if you're the Tigers. Just hope our defense can make another stop here and stop the bleed and maybe get one more chance if, you know, get a quick 3 and out to get our offense back on the field. But, you know, just both of our series here that we've been kind of backed up, it's just kind of been just they're doing really good on the defensive side. They're kind of bringing a punt block here as well.
Yeah, I mean, our punter's 3 yards deep into our own end zone. They're going to bring the house, I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Good snap there. He catches it. He's going to get it away. Good job blocking there.
Yeah, he's going to catch this one in the air right about the 49-yard line, get to the right side.
And he's loose.
Still going. We're going to have one man.
Still loose.
We're going to have a chance for Caleb Hall to make a play here.
Fortunately, we're going to get him kind of gang tackled, but he's going to get back to the 10-yard line.
Which was basically kind of where we punted it from in a sense. So, yeah, that's, you know.
Yeah,
just
looked
tough.
like I sure thought someone got smoked in the back there, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Thought there was a flag for a second in the same vicinity, but I keep seeing their towels falling off.
Yeah.
Thinking they're flags because sometimes we see the pink flags because it's October.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, we kicked that. We almost flipped the field, but we just with having to keep everybody back there and punt safe to protect it.
Yeah.
Didn't get nobody down the field to get to them. So they're going to do a little look at me. Going to have trips over here to our sideline. Nobody, I mean, kind of shaded in on the inside here on this inside slot receiver on our side and single out wide on theirs. Single running back is going to be just a quick quarterback draw to the left side here. Going to be right up the middle, and he's going to get down. A couple flags on the play. We'll see what they call there, but he did get down to about the 1-yard line for the penalties.
And we're just really – we got to do a better job just pursuing the football. It seems like our first step's kind of back right now. We've got to go forward.
Looks like we're going to have a holding on the Thunderbirds, so that's going to back them up.
Yeah, so we've got to use that to our advantage because right there, I mean, they kind of bail us out He just takes that snap and runs straight over the left side. And
1st and 20 because they kind of threw those flags back there in the back, so it's definitely going to be 10 from the line of scrimmage. Going to be back in the same formation here. Trips on the left side, our side of the field, and a single receiver over there on the ball on their side, and a single back with the quarterback and shotgun.
I don't think you're going to see a throw down here. I'd say they'll keep it on the ground. I mean, you got 2 minutes 54 seconds left, and they're at their 20. But we'll see here.
And
I am a liar.
They're going to throw it over to the single man over there. He's going to get.
They're definitely not afraid to throw the ball.
Back down to 10, so the original line of scrimmage there. They're going to go out of bounds with it too. So clock's going to stop at 2:47. It's going to be 2nd and 10. So basically just a mock-up play, just to kind of get your yards back in a sense. And
they just throw a little quick hitch there.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's kind of what they've thrown all night. They threw a couple deep balls, but
haven't connected yet.
Yeah, they haven't connected on the deep ones. You almost kind of want to jam them or something like that, but it looks like we are going to jam over there on that single wide receiver side. It's going to be a quarterback draw again over here to the left side after a fake handoff, and we're going to wrap them up right there. Great pursuit to the ball after looks like, is that Creed?
No,
Caden Cannon there. You know, again, wraps them up, holds on to them, and lets the rest of the Tigers get there and finish them out. So.
Man, you would sure like to see him have to kick the ball here.
Yeah, you know, 16 be a lot different than another end zone, but they're going to let the clock kind of tick down here to the about 2 minutes when they snap the ball probably.
Yeah, going to be 3rd and call it 7. They can get a first down at about the 1 or 2 yard line, I'll say, so they don't have to score. They're going to send the inside receiver in motion there, doubles to each side. He's going to take the snap, little running back flare.
We are going to hit him there, and we're going to get him down right there about the 5 yard line. So going to be about a 4th and 5 here, and they're going to make a decision if they want the points or if they want to go for it here. Looks like they're going to stop the clock at 1:47 for a timeout for the
think about it.
Circle Thunderbirds here.
We called the timeout, actually.
Did we?
Yep.
Nope. Nope, that's the circle.
Okay.
That's the circle. That's the Thunderbirds. Yep. Called the timeout. They pointed to the office, yeah.
I'm listening to the PA
announcer as well.
Yeah, because it's hard to see on their sideline, obviously, from our press box. But
so we're here in Towanda, Kansas, as the Tigers are taking on the Circle Thunderbirds. Circle currently 13, Fort Scott 0, the 1:47 here in the second quarter. If you're just now joining us, it's a 4th and 5 right here on about the I guess it'd have to be 4th and 4 from the 5.5 yard line, because like Aaron said, they can get a first down right before the get into the end zone here. But going to be asking our defense for a lot here.
Yeah, biggest play of the game so far.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's one of those you get to stop here. You have a little bit of time on the clock. If you bust a couple to get out of your own kind of area here and get a chance to march it down the field, maybe get our own points on the board before we go into halftime here.
They're going to take it. He's going to run a little play out to the right. I think it's intercepted.
Which
it is intercepted
a great
there.
thing to do there, because that is going to be a touchback and get it down to the 20. There is a flag on the play in the backfield. See what they call here.
We're going to decline it. He's telling Coach Glades there, Coach Stark, that it's holding.
Yep.
So we're going to decline it, obviously.
Yeah.
So that gives us 1:41. We're going to have the ball at our 20.
Yeah. As long as we pick the ball off, it should be at the 20-yard line, not right there where they're kind of marking it.
Yeah, what are they?
So we had an interception, so that definitely should be our ball at the 20-yard line. We'll see what they call in here.
But does he drop? Did he drop it?
We haven't got an answer yet, I don't think.
I guess he dropped it because the ball's at the 5. All right. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, I guess they maybe got the word over because our coaches aren't too hot about it. So
nope.
We'll have to ask them about that after the game.
He must have dropped it.
Yeah. So let's bring up a 1st and 10 here for Dre. He's going to be under center in the I formation still. For the Tigers, going to be a direct handoff to Creed. He's going to bounce out if he keeps on coming. Yep, he's going to get up. He's going to break a couple more. Going to get tackled from behind, but does gain enough for a first down. So about 13-yard carry there for Creed Clayton. Good hard run. Kind of got tackled in the backfield. If he braked one more, he could have been loose.
Yeah.
But be 1:33 on the clock as we stop the clock to move the chains here. We're going to be hopefully getting right back on it quickly. That's kind of what you want to see backed up into your end zone.
Yeah, we've got to – that's a play where probably if our receiver is locked onto his guy, Creed's maybe still running, but we'll see here. We're going to come back out under center. Hand it off again to Creed. up the middle. He's going to fight for a good 5 yards. They were 4 to 5 yards before he's held up there. Late flag.
See what they call
It's going to
here.
be unsportsmanlike on somebody. Looks like it's going to be on us. Gosh,
Hopefully
dang
it's
it.
an offsetting penalty if it is on us, but, you know, it's
I'm
always.
not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and now it's on Tegan.
Yeah. you
Tegan
can kinda
Styles.
tell, yeah.
Caden's trying to
Trying
talk
to calm
him.
down,
and
yeah.
He's a little upset, so I'm going to guess
Looks
he's
like
coming
he's
out of the
coming
game.
out because that number 51, I don't know exactly who that is, but he's coming in.
Yeah, 51's going to be Brighton Thurston. So he's going to come in the game, replace Tegan Styles.
Yep, it's definitely something you gotta kind of keep your head in.
We just cannot get out of our own way right now.
So it's gonna bring up a 2nd and
10.
Nah,
No,
it's gonna be a little
second.
longer.
Sorry, 2nd and 20.
Yep, 2nd and 20 for the Tigers here.
We're going to be at our own 9-yard line now. Drayden under center. We can take the snap. We're going to run counter.
Gonna have a hole here.
Creed's going to get loose.
Kind of get back to where he was before the penalty.
Yeah, I think we get almost exactly right back to where we were.
So we're gonna have a 3rd, and I would give it about a 6 or 5 here.
So, again, another 3rd and medium, 3rd and long.
Do have to snap it at least one more time as the play clock's at 24 and the
We're
game
gonna
clock's at
take our last
49,
time out, I
so.
believe.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you know, Tiger football tonight's going to be brought to you by Doherty Insurance, D&Z Overhead Doors, Farm Brew Financial Services, Todd Schmidt, and Fort Scott Livestock. We do appreciate your support, Fort Scott Athletics and our student athletes. Thank you for backing our Tigers. So, 45.9 seconds left on the game clock. 3rd and 8 here is what they got on the board for the Tigers, where they are down 13-0 here in Towanda, Kansas, against the Circle Thunderbirds. You know, not a good half for us so far. We had a little bit of momentum on the drive and couldn't get it on the 4th down. So, you know, 2 screen plays for them really gave them both their scores, and they were long touchdowns, and we're hoping to get out of here unscathed or maybe make a big hit here on this play.
Even if we don't score here, we just need a 1st down to keep them from getting the ball back.
Yeah. 1st down or something like that just to kind of get our wits under us and get to halftime, get in there and make some adjustments, see what we can do at halftime too.
2 is here. Do you throw here? Because if you stop the clock.
Yeah, no, I think
now they're going to run it. We're going to get that 1st down. Paxton's going to break loose up the middle.
Now it's kind of one of those maybe if you're us, we call one.
Yeah, the problem is we don't have any timeouts here either.
We should have 2. Yeah, we got 2 timeouts here, so I don't know what we're going to do. The clock is still running, and we're not. Yeah, it looks like we don't even need to
be in a hurry.
Call anything here.
Which, I mean, I get it.
We're going to have to snap it one more time here. Maybe you just let them run and just take a shot deep and see what we can do.
We're at our 34-yard line.
It's last chance. Maybe you get a penalty and get a 1 untimed down or something like that. But I'd probably see just a dose of getting it up the middle.
You're going to see a run.
Yeah. Nope. You're 0 for 0 on the night. It's going to toss up in the air.
And that's what you're afraid of on that
and
play.
hopefully we can just get them down here. Drag them down right there about the 30-yard line. And, again, another late hit. They don't call it. White Hat's kind of looking at it, but doesn't say anything. But that's another one of those. He's out of the play call, and they don't call nothing. And, you know, Dryden's been hit several times late, kind of early.
Way late.
Yeah. And then they got a hat off over here, which usually indicates that I don't know exactly what he's calling.
He's got his arms out like it's going to be an unsportsmanlike, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't.
But usually you throw a flag first. You don't throw your hat off.
I'm going to guess it's offsetting maybe. Threw it on them, and then threw it on us, then threw it on them. I don't know.
Yeah, and somehow there's 0.06 seconds left to make a play here at the 30, depending on whatever they're going to call here. So we'll see
how that even works. On that play, I'd sure like to see Drayden kind of take just a second more. He kind of drops back and throws it. He was throwing it no matter what.
So there's 2 fouls both on the defense.
Both going to be on them. So this is one of the few games where we see the head official is going to have going to be two penalties on them. But as I was saying, the official is going to have a microphone. So it's kind of nice because you can hear what he's calling.
Yeah,
sort
so
of. No
what
speakers
he called
on our
was
side,
a blindside block after the return and then a personal foul late hit. but
so we're going to get the ball at our 40.
It's going to be, I think it'd still be their ball because it was after the flag. So I think our defense is going to be here.
They're going to get the ball at
Yep, they're going to get the ball with 0.6 seconds left remaining here. It looks like they look like you call it victory formation, but it might just be get it into halftime and call it good. But they're going to call a timeout, so it looks like they probably are going to try to run some type of play here from their own 40.
Let's see if I can go 0 for 3. I'm going to say it's going to be a screen.
Screen, yeah, probably. I was going to give you, 50-50 chance to say it's probably going to be a pass. So I think you're right on that. They most likely are going to try to dial some type of trickeration up or something like that.
If I'm the coach and we've scored twice on a screen,
probably
going to run the screen again.
Yeah, and that's one of those you got to keep contained here. Both of the screenplays, we've really had somebody out there, but we've done the thing where we're trying to blow up the first blocker so we can get our next guy there, but nobody else is there to get it. So once you run into that blocker, you're kind of stuck.
One guy out there on the edge, and they've got, you're running a screen, so their linemen are free. They're taking off, and you've got 3 linemen on one, linebacker.
Sure, it looks like they are just going to make sure that they do kneel it here. So, yes, you are 0 for 3 on the night. They did take a knee after a timeout there. Yeah, no, we're doing good. But that's going to bring us to halftime here at Towanda, Kansas. Circle Thunderbirds 13, Fort Scott 0. We'll be right back after these messages with your Sharky's Pub and Grub halftime show.
Hello, Travis Myrick here with Myrick Mechanical, locally owned and operated. If you are tired of costly repairs and or high electric bills, it may be time to upgrade to a higher efficiency system. We are system change-out specialists. We install whole homes, mini splits, and Generac generators. Give us a call at 913-713-3734 to schedule a full home and system analysis.
Myrick Mechanical is a proud sports booster. I've heard people talk about wishing there was a life skills class for our youth, and I do too. This is Crystal over at Atkins Insurance. And let's be real, there are a lot of things they don't teach in the classroom, including why you need insurance. Bring your kid in sometime and let us help them understand why it is so important and how it works. No one wants to purchase it, but you sure don't want to be without it. Our kids are the future. Let us help. 620-223-0700. Or search us on Facebook, Crystal Cowan or Patty West at Atkins Insurance Agency.
Hey folks, Frank here with Briggs & Fort Scott. I can't believe it's that time of year again. Model year-end closeout sale. The 2026s are starting to arrive, and these 2025s have to go. Shop 8 brands all in one location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, GMC, and Toyota. All deeply discounted with rates as low as 0%. Now is the time. Find all these brands in Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the show report.
Your taste buds know the drill. It's Sonic Drive-In time. With our 100% pure beef burgers, pork tender sandwich, and fresh ingredients, you're always the star player. Round off the game with delightful desserts and thirst-quenching drinks, all customized just for you. Sign up for text alerts at SonicDriveIn.com for exclusive deals and news. Join Sonic of Fort Scott at 1708 South National, where every season is a flavor season. Sonic Drive-In, in the heart of Tiger Country.
Hi, folks. This is Brian from Union State Bank. We would like to use this time to give a friendly reminder that at Union State Bank, we offer a number of services that you find at the big banks, and yet you still receive the personalized service that makes banking at a community bank so much nicer. Come in and see us at Union State Bank, family-owned and operated since 1901, on the square in Uniontown and at 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Halftime has arrived, and it's time for your Fort Scott Tiger football recap.
Coach's Corner is live from New Grill this Wednesday evening. Everyone is welcome to join the voice of the Tigers, Dylan Duffy, and head Tiger football coach John Starks at New Grill, 24 North National in Fort Scott, or tune in to 103.9 and our YouTube channel, Fort Scott TV. Learn stats, league info, and what's coming up next for the Fort Scott Tigers. In the heart of Tiger Country, everyone is used to hearing growls. Fear not. Five Corners Mini Mart contain even the most savage of hunger growls with fresh-made lunch items. Feed your inner beast with items like pizza, cheeseburgers, barbecue sandwiches, and more. Don't fear the hunger growl. Tame them with lunch from the locally owned Five Corners Mini Mart at 12th and the Bypass in the heart of Tiger Country. Convenient, fast, friendly, and proud sponsors of all Fort Scott Tigers. It's your time to shine. Typhoon Bay Car Wash loves to help our community dazzle. With 2 fully automatic bays, 3 handheld bays, vacuums, and even an air dry bay. Typhoon Bay makes it easy to wash that grime away. More than a car wash, locally owned Typhoon Bay is a community supporter, offering fundraisers for your local sports teams and nonprofit organizations. Find your shine at 1510 South National with Typhoon Bay, your local car wash destination.
This Halloween, prepare for a night you'll never forget at Sharky's Pub and Grub. Step onto their haunted patio, if you dare, for spine-tingling karaoke with DJ Ivy spinning chilling tunes all night long. Come dressed to impress or to terrify and enter Sharky's costume contest. And sip on special Halloween potions and brews made just for this frightful occasion. Halloween on the patio is November 1st at Fort Scott's very own Sharky's Pub and Grub at 16 North National. Don't miss their final bone-chilling patio party of the year.
There's a lot to be said about home field advantage, whether we're talking about football or business. There is a comfort level in knowing your surroundings and the people you are dealing with. Our staff members at Cheney-Witt Chapel are all Fort Scott High School and Fort Scott Community College alumni. So whether we say go Tigers or Greyhounds, we really mean it. Cheney-Witt Chapel, we're here when you need us. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Cheney-Witt Memorial Chapel is built on the tradition of care.
We have reached the half here at Towanda, Kansas at the Colt Stadium here. Circle Thunderbirds, and it's time for the Sharky's Pub and Grub halftime show brought to you by our friends at Sharky's in downtown Fort Scott, your hometown spot for great food, cold drinks, and Tiger Pride. So here at Colt Stadium, looks like the Thunderbirds are currently leading 13-0 over your hometown Fort Scott Tigers with really 2 screens that kind of busted our defense out here, Aaron, and just they marched down the field, 2 big plays on those where we've had them backed up. You know, most of the time on offense there for them, it was 3rd and 9, shoot 3rd and 20, 3rd and 25, and just unfortunately those 2 screens for them have been kind of the difference in the game so far.
Yeah, we get them in tough situations. I mean, early in the game, our defensive line is getting great penetration, and then they almost use it. I mean, and that's a great call for them. They almost use it against us because we're getting upfield so much. They hit us with a slip screen, take it to the house, and then the next series, they hit a little running back screen, and the same thing, just green grass.
Yeah, and you know, it's that old adage of fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, so you can't get fooled again, and that's, you know, they didn't really run it there. They decided to take a knee at there going into halftime with 0.6 seconds on it after a couple of, you know, they would have had the ball down right about the 20, but they had 2 penalties that pushed them all the way back to their 40 after the play on interception where, you know, it was – you don't want to see a return like that, but you do kind of appreciate trying to make something happen right there before halftime. You complete that pass right there at the 40. You got another shot at the end zone with a couple timeouts in your back pocket, but just, you know, kind of the same adage of the past couple of weeks. We've just got to figure it out because we're playing from behind every time. You hope we're still in this game, only being down 2 touchdowns, and I think we are. It's just we got to get going. You know, we got to find that momentum we talked about. The run game's going pretty good. I would say we're not really balanced as we were last week against Chanute. It's more been just a heavy dose of run. We've been in a different formation, you know, instead of I forget wishbone. Is that what we call our normal formation? Now we're in a kind of more I formation.
We're usually in a split back.
Split back, yeah.
That you'd normally see the veer run out of, which we're still running the veer.
Yeah.
You lose outside veer because you don't have the split back, so you've got inside veer, but you can still run counter out of it. You can still run trap. You can still run, you know, kind of our bread and butter plays that we've ran forever.
Decades.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it probably does help a little bit too. You've got a new quarterback. Outside veer is probably the toughest thing to run when you're just learning it. And I don't know. I mean, right now, our biggest problem is us, not them. I mean,
agree.
As you said, we're definitely in the game. I mean, we score twice, and if we hold them, we score twice, and actually connect on our PATs, we're winning.
Yeah, for sure. And, we had an interception there at the end. It's kind of one of those just – in a sense, yeah, they ran it back, but I was looking at it more as it's kind of an arm punt.
Yeah.
He threw it down there. There wasn't much time left. Unfortunately, he wasn't just like grab it and go down. But, besides that, we haven't really shot ourselves in the foot of turnovers or bad penalties on our own part. It's just been
there towards the end.
Drives have just stalled.
You can kind of see, too, like the frustration. We have some of our players getting upset with each other or whatever the case is. So I'm sure Coach Stark is in there right now kind of rallying the troops. You got to – you can't be fighting each other. We got to fight together.
Yeah, you got to learn how to, football's the best team sport out there, and you really got to make sure that you're all one as a unit no matter what the thing is. And that's what we brought up several weeks on the coaches show is that we've never felt like we're out of the game because we always play with the most emotions and most heart, and we've always put it towards the other team, not towards ourselves. But, we kind of saw that there on that unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. And, we've grown from that, and that's kind of in the past now. But Circle's going to come out and get the ball here at the end of the half as well. So defense is going to have to come out there and kind of make some more stops.
Yeah, and
or did we kick off?
No, we kicked off. So we're going to start with the ball.
That's a positive for us. I kind of thought that when they kneeled it, I was shocked that they didn't make made you 0-3 on the night. But I was shocked that they didn't try to do something there because they didn't. They're not getting the ball here. So
yeah, and we're going to get the ball, and I think number one thing, we've got to be better on third down. And I don't know we'll see how creative Coach Stark gets, but we've got to figure out a way to convert some of these third and mediums or at least get us in a situation where it's 4th and 1 or, 4th and 4 and 4th and 1 are different worlds.
That first drive that we got to a 4th and 4, that's the thing. We were so far into our own territory. We were at 25-yard line almost getting into our red zone there, and it was a 4th and 4, which before that it was quite literally 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1 like clockwork. And you just get to that point where you need 4 yards on 4th down. That's not where you want to be. The old ground and pound adage is 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
If worse comes worse, it's 4th and 1. And then you got, everything opened up between quarterback sneak, quarterback draw,
right.
Counters, anything like that. And just unfortunately getting that far back on a 4th down, the play calling gets to where it's so much there's not much you can do because you got to get 4 yards, not just kind of fall forward on a yard.
Yeah, so we've got to get better at third down on offense, and then defensively, we just need to be a little smarter. I didn't play defensive line, but I guarantee you they've been taught if you get a free rush. Everybody gets a free rush. You got to sniff it out.
I know, and I almost want to give credit to their coaches because at the beginning of the game, our defense was getting free rushes before the screens.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
It was just one of those, they probably just felt like, hey, it's the same thing, and then they've done it twice, and maybe that's kind of like, hey, kind of get your hands on them, but don't. I don't know. It looked almost too easy, and we're like, man, our defensive line's getting really good penetration, and credit to them for playing through.
But against us.
They saw that probably up in their booth and said, hey, let's run a screenplay here because there's nobody in the middle of the field.
That's what you want with the screen too. You get super aggressive, and then we'll hold you up there and use it against you. But we've just got to figure out a way to we've got to figure out a way to stop stalling on these drives. There again, that's been the whole year. We've been in every game. We should have been in every game this year, but we've had multiple times where we get to our own 10. Even go to the very first game of the year. We're in Paola. We're within our own 10 or 12-yard line twice, and we just can't score.
Got down to the 3 on our first or second drive, and just didn't score. That's kind of that was my main key to the game is we got to finish drives, and we had an opportunity there to finish that first one. And
someone's got to step up here and kind of be a playmaker. It's tough to do. You got to have someone on the field that wants, hey, coach, put it on me. Mm-hmm. Let's go here. And as much as it sucks for Drayden, it's pretty much got to be him.
Yeah.
It starts with him. And we have a great running game, but Drayden's got to come out here.
He's touching the ball almost every single play,
He looked a little bit nervous. I thought one thing he did really well last week was even when he's rolling out, he's kind of reading his options here, reading his keys on defense and seeing what they're doing, and he made some good throws. Tonight I feel like most of it just throws, You know, he's a high school kid.
Yeah, and I will say on the throws, it's kind of looked like it's only been about one wide receiver out there, too. It hasn't really been too many more, like, those extra routes of a
but even
tight end cross or anything like that. It's been like, hey, this is your one option, throw it to him and hope he gets it, because Aiden on that middle of the field ball and then Dexter on that interception.
He's not done a bad job. I mean, let's take that play done here with Paxton Allen. We have a deep route there and in a medium route. He checks down and hits his running back like he's supposed to do. But he hits him a little bit high. I mean, it's a second game.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to learn. He's going to get better. But I'd like to see him come out here and just be a little more patient. We're doing a pretty decent job of blocking. I mean, he's getting hit way after the play 2 or 3 times, but that's not on the
finally called
line.
One, but that was already a little late. But, that's another thing we were kind of watching when he gave it on the option. They still kind of had that backside DN coming and cleaning them up even without the football, and that's something you kind of want to protect your quarterback, whether it's you hate to say it, but your linemen kind of take it to their own hands that, hey, you're not going to do this to my quarterback again or we're going to have problems, or you let the officials know, like, we got to kind of watch and protect the quarterbacks of the game.
Yeah, that is part of the option when you're carrying a fake, you're free game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get hit, but, hitting him from the backside after he's clearly already handed off, he's just chilling. A little different story there, but I don't know. I just know we're definitely still in the game. It's 13-0. It's not the end of the world. So when they're at halftime here, they've got to just calm down a little bit.
Get composure,
Yeah, the coaches are going to make some changes. I would like to think we're not going to see another screen go for the distance again, because I'm pretty sure.
I don't want you to bet on it. You are 0-3, so let's just say.
I thought about betting on seeing it, and then it would definitely not happen.
Yeah, exactly. But no, let's take our first break here of the Sharky's Pub and Grove halftime show. You're listening to Dylan Duffy and Aaron Judy over here at Colt Stadium in Towanda, Kansas on All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
This Halloween, prepare for a night you'll never forget at Sharky's Pub and Grub. Step onto their haunted patio, if you dare, for spine-tingling scarioke with DJ Ivy spinning chilling tunes all night long. Come dressed to impress or to terrify and enter Sharky's costume contest. And sip on special Halloween potions and brews made just for this frightful occasion. Halloween on the patio is November 1st at Fort Scott's very own Sharky's Pub and Grub at 16 North National. Don't miss their final bone-chilling patio party of the year.
Casper Enterprises, LLC is a full-service general contractor providing both commercial and residential new construction and remodeling, as well as boat dock fabrication and repair. 3 generations strong, we have over 50 years combined experience in the industry. Call Bo for all your construction needs. Proud supporter of all of our Fort Scott Tigers. Go Tigers.
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore, with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their bellies at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning lay of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, schools, and our athletes. Give us a call, 620-223-2970, or stop by our office. We're located at 20 South National in beautiful downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
If you feel like you're caught somewhere between who you are and who you want to be, consider attending classes at Fort Scott Community College. Whether you're interested in advancing your education experience or moving from learning to earning as quickly as possible, one of Fort Scott's almost 40 different programs will fit your needs and move you towards the person you hope to become. Please visit fortscott.edu. Click the big Apply Now button and set yourself on a path to becoming the person you always hoped to be.
This Halloween, prepare for a night you'll never forget at Sharky's Pub and Grub. Step onto their haunted patio, if you dare, for spine-tingling scarioke with DJ Ivy spinning chilling tunes all night long. Come dressed to impress or to terrify and enter Sharky's costume contest and sip on special Halloween potions and brews made just for this frightful occasion. Halloween on the Patio is November 1st at Fort Scott's very own Sharky's Pub and Grub at 16 North National. Don't miss their final bone-chilling patio party of the year.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Cale Nelson here in Fort Scott can switch you over so you can start saving today. We are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Cale Nelson serving Bourbon and Lynn counties, it's easy to switch and save. Just give me a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Halftime has arrived, and it's time.
We're back here with the Sharky's Pub and Grub halftime show. We're going to kind of go around the SEK here with some scores. Got Chanute with 0 currently against Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh, 21, so 21-0 there at Hutchinson Field in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And Pittsburgh, 2-4, playing against the Chanute 4-2 team, kind of coming out and going for their own little taco feed, not Taco Tico, still on my mind. But that shutout, I talked to some of the 2000s as we're going to commemorate them. 2000 football players next home game against Coffeyville. That was Mama Lat always promised a taco feed for a shutout, and kind of had to change the rules up a little bit when they were kind of blowing some teams out.
Yeah, no one ever scored.
Yeah, no one ever scored. So she fed a lot of them back then and there. Another shutout currently is Mulvane, 5-1 on the season against Field Kinley, or as we know him, Coffeyville, 45-0. Looks like the start of the third quarter there. And then you got Atchison versus Parsons. Atchison 3-3 along with Parsons at 3-3 at 34-12 currently for Atchison. And then here, Fort Scott Circle 13, Fort Scott 0. So kind of, and then sorry, we do have a Labette independent score at halftime. Labette is up 12, and Indy has 8 there. So, some close games, some blowout games there for the SEK, and it's kind of a crapshoot. You saw the Chanute team come into Fort Scott and put 24 up on us, and we only scored 12, but Pittsburgh's kind of figured it out. It looks like as of late maybe they quite know what's going on, if they've got their quarterback back in. Or
I think they kind of have everybody back healthy, which I think the quarterback that we saw was actually supposed to be their quarterback in the very beginning, but he got hurt. Then we got another quarterback, then he got hurt. So they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, but I think they're all kind of back healthy now, and they look like they're rolling.
We're going to try to push for the the postseason there with head coach Josh Latimer, Fort Scott alum. He always looks better in the red if you ask me, but right now we got a good one in Coach Stark, and we got a game that we're trying to get back into here. Both teams are back out with about 2 minutes left on kind of the warm-up clock before we get back in here into the third quarter, and I think we've already went over really what we want to see here in this second half, and that's not to allow screens for touchdowns for Circle if you're Fort Scott and you're trying to play against Circle's offense, and then really some maybe not balance, but just continuously gain that momentum. If you have a good run play of 7-8 yards, kind of, not saying not go back to it because we have been doing great, but just we got to kind of first couple games of the year, we got to find a quick, pass route connection and then kind of get it going from there. I really did like last week how for Dre, we kind of had a couple of those short routes for him to get a couple completions first, and then we kind of let him start throwing the long ball and completing those too. Right. But I think we just got to get him back comfortable behind center. Obviously, again, we said it's his second game of the season, second game, of his career at Fort Scott as a Tiger quarterback. So there's going to be some pressure there.
We just got to find a way to kind of get him back in a rhythm, get our whole offense back in a rhythm. We look like we're just a little bit out of touch. Nothing seems to be – we're still running the ball decently, but I don't know. Everything just isn't meshing like you want to see it mesh. And so
longest drive of the season, so maybe we got that first half out of the way and we're ready to play some football here at halftime because, it is the longest drive that we're going to see. And
that is the worst, too. I hated, we have to go to Coffeyville or we have to go to Independence, and it's like 2-hour drive. By the time you get there, you're like, man, let's just get this game over with so we can get back home. But sometimes you come out flat, and I have no doubt, though, that Coach Stark had I'm sure, plenty to say to them in there, along with the other coaches, and told them you better get right. So hopefully we see a fired-up team here in the second half, and we can kind of come back and fight and claw our way back into this. It'd be really nice to come down here, score, our first drive, set the tone for the second half, and and then just keep it rolling from there. But we'll see what happens here as both teams kind of going to their sideline now for their warm-ups.
It's going to end our Sharky's Pub and Grove halftime show here. We're going to kick it back to the studio, pay a couple more bills, and then get back out here for the Tigers in the second half and see if we can make that comeback down 2 scores right now. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
This Halloween, prepare for a night you'll never forget at Sharky's Pub and Grub. Step onto their haunted patio, if you dare, for spine-tingling karaoke with DJ Ivy spinning chilling tunes all night long. Come dressed to impress or to terrify and enter Sharky's costume contest and sip on special Halloween potions and brews made just for this frightful occasion. Halloween on the patio is November 1st at Fort Scott's very own Sharky's Pub and Grub at 16 North National. Don't miss their final bone-chilling patio party of the year.
Tiger fans, it's Woody and the team from Hometown Pub. We want to wish all the Big Red teams a great season. Stop by Hometown Pub at 206 North National Avenue all year long to talk Tiger news. Check out our Facebook page at Hometown Pub for weekly specials.
We're going to be up for the kickoff here. Going to be bombing it up here to about the 5-yard line. Going to grab that. Looks like Kyler Keaton again with the return. Going to get to the 24-yard line here. So the Tigers will take over here at the 24, 1st and 10, 11:54 on the clock. And we are back in action here at Towanda, Kansas. Circle Thunderbirds.
Yep, so we're going to start our drive here at about the 23-yard line. Is that where they're going to put us?
I think it was 20, 24, 23. Looks like it's right.
Yeah, they keep moving it a little bit on us.
Yeah, and then you can't really see him down over here, so 23-yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 23 here. Jordan's going to come under center. We're going to stay in the eye. He's going to hand a trap play there to Paxton Allen. Paxton's going to fight for a tough 5 yards there. It's so hard to tell from our angle. It looks like he's gained 5. He's actually going to gain 3 there. I can't tell where
and the clock's not running, and it hasn't been running, so I don't know if that's a malfunction on there.
We'll take it. Give us a little extra time.
Give us some extra time to get after it a little bit.
We don't mind. It's still 11 minutes and 54 seconds. Clock hasn't moved.
I'm not going to start ours again until they start theirs. So,
so Drayden back under center, yeah. He's going to hand it off to Creek Clayton up the middle.
There we go. We're going to be in a third manageable, about a 3rd and 3 here. So now they kind of see that the clock's not running, so we'll see if they can get it going here or not.
It's really got to be a clock malfunction or something, but the other stuff's changing on the scoreboard.
Yep,
there we go. We're back now. So appreciate those 3 plays.
Yeah.
For no time on the clock.
About a 3rd and 4 here for the Tigers.
This is where we wanted to get to, 3rd and 3, third and manageable, 3rd and 4 instead of the 3rd and 7s. Drayden's going to come back under center in the eye. Receiver split to each side. Take the snap. They're going to run a quick pitch out here to Creek Clayton. He's going to cut it up, bounce it back outside.
Going to be a hold.
Yeah, looks like they're going to call a hold on us. I'm going to guess on Dexter Williams.
He's going to be right there about at the first down marker. Going to be about a yard short, but I'm assuming this probably is going to come back a little bit.
Yep. And this is what we didn't want. Yeah. Get us back into 3rd and 10, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 14 if it's a hold.
Yeah.
And they're kind of huddled up to kind of figure out what they're doing here. We're going to wait with them.
Yep.
Maybe wave it off. I don't know, but he threw it pretty adamantly that it's a flag.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty positive. The way he was looking, it sure seemed like a hold. Again, he's got the microphone, so we'll see what he says. Maybe. Yep, moving us back, so. We'll see what he says here. Oh, going to be offsides.
So it's just going to be a 5-yard penalty then.
So I was, hey. Got one right. I thought it would just be 5.
So bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Tigers here.
So a little tougher now. Now, downside is it probably takes us out of a running play, and they know that too, so they can kind of pin their ears back here. Probably going to see some type of play action here or a straight drop. I may be saying run a quick hitch here.
I want to see a quarterback boot.
We're going to see Jax Armstrong here that wide receiver to the near side of the field. We're going to see
kind of a
screen.
draw.
Yeah, they
sniffed it out pretty quickly.
Ran a draw play there, and it did not go anywhere. Going to lose a couple on that play for. Going to bring up 4th down. Going to be 4th and 12 here, so we're going to be in pump formation.
You know, kind of got to where we wanted to be, 4th and 1, and then unfortunately a hold play is going to push us back to a 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 9, and then they're going to lose about 3 yards there on the 3rd down play.
Yep.
So Caleb Hall's back here to set up to punt. They do have a returner back, so maybe we can kind of kick it away from them this time. We'll see. Good snap. Gets it up. Do have a good Dexter down there.
Yeah, we're going to get
good
a great
Scott bounce
roll.
for us. It's going to be down about the 30-yard line, so we do flip the field here for sure.
And roll all the way to the 31.
And that's going to stop it at about 10:21 left in the 3rd quarter, where Circle's going to take over for their first drive after half right here at the 30.5-yard line, or 29.5-yard line.
Great punt there by our punter, Caleb Hall.
Yeah, and, you know, he's really came a long way from – he was just kind of kicking PATs there at the beginning because we were doing a rugby-style Aussie kick, and then now he's kind of been pinning them back every time we got to bring him out here to punt. We're getting set up here with Circle in the shotgun formation. He
ball's
does
on the ground
miss
there.
the ball, so he's going to look to run it here and just kind of get some yards. We should get him in the backfield. We do. So that's going to be a great starting position for the Tigers here as Jacob Adams is going to run in here and play some defense, but that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 20, you know. Just one of those that took his eyes right off the ball right before it even got there. He kind of took off to run and just dropped it right on the ground.
Yeah, and Isaac Bishop is right there on top of him. It's another, I was so scared he was going to get loose there. We have 2 guys on top of him. Just can't get him wrapped up there.
Circle back in a shotgun formation here. Does make a quick little throw out here to number 6. Kind of their do-it-all. Hurdles one defender. Does gain about 15 there, and it's going to be enough for about a 3rd and 5 here. So Thunderbirds get all of it back and a little bit more.
Yeah, number 6, we talked about him earlier. He's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. He's a heck of a player. They kind of spread him all out. Running back, receiver.
Yeah. It's going to be a shotgun formation here again. Trips to their side of the field. Going to do a quick clap, no snap. Look at me over to the sideline. Looks like Jackson's going to be over here kind of press him here. He's going to make some quick moves. It's going to be a pitch to the left side of the field. He's going to cut back inside. Aiden has him wrapped up. See if we got him a little bit short. It looks like it's going to bring up a 4th and about 2 here for the Tiger defense. And the dark side does get a pretty good stop. We'll see what they choose to do. As, again, Caleb Hall with a great punt to kind of flip position here. And they are going to run their punt unit out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we kind of go punt safe or punt block here or what we got to do.
That's even more, like you just said. Looks like we're going to send Dexter deep to try to receive it. But like you just said, if Caleb doesn't do that, if they're on their side of the field because we're kicking from deep in our territory, they probably go for it right there.
Yeah, for sure. So he does punt it. We do kind of got somebody there. Hopefully it didn't touch any of us. They're going to get a good bounce as well. They're going to flip the field themselves and get it down about the 25-yard line of the Tigers. So
that was a weird deal. It looked like it hit them. It looked like it hit a helmet or something and kind of went straight up in the air 10, 15 yards.
Yeah. I mean, if he was pushed up a little bit to about the 50, that would have been a great coffin punt. But coffin corner punt as you used to play in Madden and kind of see in the NFL. But does kind of bounce that angle out there. We're going to take over here at the 25-yard line for the Tigers.
Offensively, we've just been kind of out of it all night. They've got to get something going here.
Yeah, you know, defense came out, stopped them, and like we said, we're only down 2 scores.
Yeah.
Kind of open up the playbook here and see what we can do, get it to the outside and just keep on going.
So we're going to see Dexter Williams split out here, double tight-eye formation. We're going to take the snap, run counter. Creed's going to follow his blockers there. Going to get
say about
short
4 yards,
gain,
yeah. Maybe only
2 or 3, it looks like.
It's like they walk at an angle, it feels like, from up here. And you're like, oh, that's a pretty good. Oh, no, that's only 2 yards. What the heck? So they punk us a little bit up here. So it's going to bring up probably a 2nd and 8 here for the Tigers.
Drayden's going to run the play back in. I still don't know if I'm all in on the running the quarterback to the sideline. Drayden puts on. I'm going to put a pedometer on him next game.
There you go. Get the Apple Watch going or something like that.
We're going to come back out, flip that formation, double tight, single split receiver. We're going to hand it over the right. Creed follows his blockers, falls forward there for a good gain. Going to gain about 5, it looks like.
Bring up a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2 here.
3rd and 2, we're going to call it. They're going to say he's at the 28-yard line. So let's just get a first down here.
First down, and then we
keep it
got
moving.
4 more
Let's just
plays,
move the chains, and then let's go.
Yeah.
Got to move the chains on this third down, though. We can't afford to keep going 3 and out. We've still got plenty of time right now, but time's ticking. So I formation, we're going to hand it off over the right. Creed's going to 2 spin moves, keep his feet moving. Gosh dang, he's going to be really close.
That's a little late, too, that they kind of let him just push him back in the back. I mean,
I don't think he's going to get it.
No, but that's going to bring up a 4th and I'd say almost
inches.
Inches, yeah.
I'm trying to – that's a rough spot there. Yeah, it's not going to be a yard. We'll say 4th and a half a yard.
I think you maybe do a hard count here, and if you don't get it, then you do a quick quarterback sneak or something like that.
Yeah. Drayden's got to figure out on that quarterback sneak, get a little low. They use that big body, you know.
So I think you do a hard count, and it's just like, hey, you don't go, and I'll kind of push on my center and make it to go, and then you all go with them. But we'll see here.
They've got everybody on the line. We're going to run quick pitch around the left side. We're not going to get the first down. My goodness.
It's unfortunate. You kind of just want them to go forward up the field.
I don't know.
It's going to be a turnover on downs, and we got, defense showed a great first drive here on defense to stop them. We're going to need it again here for the dark side here to make sure that we don't get any more points against us on the board.
Yep, that's tough play right there.
Yeah,
so
because they kind of stuffed the quarterback sneak earlier, but circle back out here in shotgun formation, trips to our side. Bunch, they're going to look to pass. Going to go over the middle here. Nope, he's going to hold it now. He's going to go do a quick little toss. Going to be incomplete, just short of his intended target, number 5. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Circle Thunderbirds.
So Aiden Ogren kind of gets the quarterback right there. He kind of double pumps and then tries to go out there to the flat. Just doesn't really get the ball to him. He's going to bounce off the turf. Circle's going to come back out here. Twins to each side. He's going to take the snap. Drop back. He wants to go deep.
Gavin goes up. Great defense there by Gavin to kind of stay right there in the passing lane, and going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So, stops the clock for the Thunderbirds here, but also kind of stops the clock for us where we
need all the
we've got a couple blessings. We got 3 free plays, and then we got them passing the ball here, so it's going to be 3rd and 10.
I know we're on defense right now, but man, we just keep stalling out offensively. I know the players, coaches, everybody's got to be frustrated, so they're going to come back out, doubles to each side. They're going to run a little option play over to the right side. He's going to get loose, still loose.
Break a few tackles. We do have a penalty here. Maybe that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct or something. He kind of had one of us down. We'll see what happens here. He's talking to.
It has been real chippy all night. Still is.
Yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, the way that player was kind of talking to the officials, it looks like it might be on us.
Yep. I'm going to guess. Well, they didn't throw a flag in the back. Oh, now they throw another.
Yeah, and that's probably
way late flag.
Saying a few things there as you walk back, and the other official's going to hear it. So definitely can't be doing this. That's just shooting your own self in the foot.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's on Jacob Adams because he looks like he's bringing himself out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They throw a flag over there on the far side, where it maybe in the
vicinity of a hold or something late
maybe
there.
If it's on us, face mask maybe or something like that, you probably guess. But
they got a few of them to sort out because they had one back here, they have one up there at the end of the play, and they had a late one right there. So we're gonna get all the answers here in just a second. As one cool thing that we have seen tonight is the white hat does have a mic, and you can kind of hear him relay it up to the booth. And then
they don't have any speakers on this side of the field, so it's a little bit tough sometimes to hear what they're saying. But
yeah, especially when we got all of our ears on, we can't hear that. We only kind of hear each other.
Yeah, we're headphoned all up. But
while they're figuring this out, we do want to thank a couple more boosters that kind of let us make it all the way out here to Towanda, Kansas. Watch the Circle Thunderbirds versus the Fort Scott Tigers and bring this to you on Fort Scott TV. We got Fort Scott Livestock, Fort Scott Community College, Fort Scott Smoke Shop, Don Spirits and Wines, Geiger Plumbing, Inc., Hydrix True Value, Heiser Financial Services, and Hole in the Wall. And we're still got a discussion here. So
yeah, they've been talking for a while.
It could realistically be one of those things that maybe I don't want to say it, but if it was 2 personal fouls, it could be an ejection too here.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's kind of what they got to figure out here as well. Unsportsmanlike conduct and a personal foul or something like that. But we're about to get some answers here as he's coming over here to Coach Stark, and then he'll make the calls on the field. But 6:25 left here in the third quarter as Towanda has their second drive of this this half, and they are currently leading 13-0 over the Fort Scott Tigers.
We see them here. They're moving the ball back, so it's definitely on us. But they're talking to Coach Stark. The head official is talking to Coach Stark now. I'm guessing, explaining it, and they're going to move the ball all the way. Good gracious. They're going to get the ball at the 10-yard line. The ball was at the 35.
Yeah, and they're going to have to wait a little bit here because we still got all these officials talking to Coach Stark over here, and they were trying to line up to run a quick play or something too after they got it spotted. So,
but it's just like, what? I don't know. I hate to harp on a kid, but you've got to just go back to the huddle because now the ball's at the 35. It's 3rd and 10, and I mean maybe they were going to get the first down, but they weren't going to get to the 10.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate too because that first official that called the penalty, he kind of let him say his piece after he called the penalty, and then you just end it there and move on to the next play. And now, unfortunately, you might have took yourself out of the rest of the game.
Yeah, you hope he's not ejected, but they're still now they're going back to the circle sideline to talk to their coach.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of delay here, but we're going to keep it right here to see what's going on. I think they're telling Jacob right now that he's done. It looks like so. Definitely going to be at least 2 personal fouls. I think they're telling him he has to go back to the bus or something, take his helmet off.
He's going to have to go to the locker room.
Yep.
I mean, unfortunately, that's just he does something. He
had to say something because he didn't do anything really to him. But I mean,
he threw the flag quick. So whatever he said, he was trying to make it count, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just kind of hurt the team right there. Mm-hmm. That's one of those things Coach Starks talked about. We can't do things out of emotion and hurt the team. So it is what it is.
He's going to talk to him. It's a good learning moment for some kids out here tonight. Adversity and being able to pick yourself up after some mistakes are made. So we'll move on from it and we'll get better from it. But Tawanda's going to have good field position here. It's going to be looks like 1st and goal from the 10-yard line after that. All those penalties. I still don't know if he's really told us what was happening there. I couldn't hear it in my ears, but
no,
we're going to play on, and Tawanda's ready to run some plays.
And he's ready to tell us what's going on here. So they call a blindside block there, and then they call
on circle, and then they call 2 personal fouls on us.
2 personal fouls
on the same player, yeah. So
and he's ejected.
Yeah, and it was probably more of an unsportsmanlike conduct or something like that on the second one for sure, but the first one, not quite sure.
So circle's going to line up here. They're going to send a guy in motion. He's going to come back. They're going to hand it off, and we blow it up.
Yep.
Creed Clayton all over it.
Get back there. So, now it's kind of something that maybe we can kind of play for them and see what we can do here.
Yeah.
But you lose a senior leader in Jacob Adams for good or for bad. It's tough to have happen. But 6:07 and counting here at circle, and after that long play, it's just
They're going to come back out here, trips to the far side of the field, or to our side, but the wide side of the field. They're going to run the inside guy in motion. He's going to come back. They're going to call a timeout here. Not sure what they saw. Didn't like it, though, so Circle's going to take a timeout there.
As the clock is still running.
Clock's still running. Still not stopping the clock.
Clock is still running.
We're losing quite a bit here.
They've called the timeout at 5:45, and it's still running. You might call down there and let the coaches know that the clock's still running. AB, clock's running.
So they're still running it here. We've lost about 30 seconds before they're going to get it fixed. My goodness.
Alex, clock's still running. Okay. So, they're letting them know up there, too. The clock's still running. I got it stopped at 5:45. Granted, I'm not the best with clock, but that's about around where we get. We'll see what they end up giving it back to us for.
So we kind of had a –
they're probably saying, hey, we're just running it for when we didn't run it the first 3 plays or something like that. But,
Yeah, and you
could
wonder
be a little bit of malfunction here.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're having issues with the scoreboard, but Surely they're going to move it back. Yeah. It's at 4:58 right now, so we lost just shy of a full minute there. We'll see what they do. We're going to come back out here. And we kind of had a series like this earlier where they got deep into it. We made them try to kick it, and it didn't work out. So that's what you want here. They're going to put the clock back, so we get the time back. It's going to be second and 14 here. Second goal from the 14. The quarterback's going to get the snap, and Caden Cannon absolutely stuffs him. He's going to sack him for a big loss. I mean, a big loss. I don't know if Caden he blitzes there, just runs free from his linebacker position, and a little bit, he kind of bobbled the snap a little bit, and Caden's on top of him before he can even know what's going on. So great play by Caden there. Great pursuit. And we're making it tough on him. That's what we needed. We talk about it all the time. Just make them snap it again. Don't give up. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 25. 3rd and goal from the 25, excuse me. They're going to take the snap. He's going to drop back and look deep. Oh.
Going to make a throw as he's getting hit. And we're just going to let it kind of. Had a chance at a pick there, but, it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, as he's throwing it there, he gets hit from the back. So the ball kind of comes up short. Looked like, I'm not sure who that was.
Well, it might have been
I think
Creed
it was Rush Newton.
Yeah,
kind of tips it. And then who I'm guessing is in there playing right now, giving his brother a breather, giving Ryder a breather. And then Kyler Keating just almost intercepts it.
So the clock's going to stop at 4:56 here,
so
3rd quarter.
4th and goal from the 25-yard line. They're going to take the snap.
Pass again here. He's going to look over the middle. He's going to throw it up. Has somebody. Lets it go. Let that drop.
That's all right.
Yeah.
He throws it up. Shy.
Kind of one of those that he dropped it, so it's going to be an extra 5 yards for us there without having an interception. If you're shy, you don't want to drop it, but it works out a little bit better for us. So
yeah, he's really better off there to just knock it down. So Shy's right there. Honestly,
two on the year though. That he's probably. I want those.
I was afraid that the kid, he was kind of open. Mm-hmm. Shy's a little bit out of position. Not a great throw. So and Shy kind of has time to recover there. But
that's kind of what we've seen is the short passes he's completing just fine being the backup quarterback or whatever. But those long ones he kind of can't really get the trajectory. He just throws it up, and so there's what chances that we got. But Dre's going to get back under center here for the Tigers in the I formation. Back out again. Going to be a handoff to Creed. Going to hit the line, going to break off a few tackles here, keep on pushing forward. It's a great run, maybe enough for a 1st down, maybe just short. Looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 1 here.
Yeah, great run there by Creed, though. Man, he runs the ball so hard every single time. Not that everyone doesn't play hard, but if we had max effort of Creed Clayton throughout everybody.
Exactly, and after those few penalties and all that, we've kind of got some momentum for better or worse.
Yeah,
we've picked it up a little bit there, so we'll see.
They were at their own 10. We back them up to the 25 with no penalties.
So Dre's back under center here, I formation. Going to have a split out to our side. Going to be a hand up right to Paxton Allen. That's going to be enough for the Tiger 1st down at about the 41-yard line. So we're going to move the chains here. Going to have 4:05 left here in the 3rd quarter as the clock is stopped to move them, and then we're going to start it back up. But, got some momentum going here. We just got to keep going. We move the chains once. Let's move them twice, 3 times. The next thing you know, we should be right where we want to be to opportunity to score here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Just give ourselves a shot.
Yeah, same formation. We're going to have double tight here, I formation. Dexter out wide to our side. Going to be a handoff to Paxton. He's going to fight for a few yards, maybe about 3 there. Good first effort, and then kind of got pushed back. But good gain, almost about 4 actually I'd give him, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers here. And just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep pushing it up the middle. We've got some good push with our kind of double tight look on the O-line. So we'll see if we can keep that momentum going here for the Tigers. So they maybe only gave him 3 yards. Again, it was one of those they set it down and moved it back.
Right.
We're going to get out of that formation. We're going to have single wide receivers both sides. It's going to still be I formation. Going to roll out our sideline. He's going to have somebody. He's going to tuck it, get as much as he can. Runs over a player. What a great run by Drayden Marlowe there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2, but that's the effort you like to see. Nothing downfield. Decided he's going to keep it and take off with it and gain some positive hard yards for the Tigers.
Yeah, and I'm totally okay with that. That's a great decision by him there. Everyone's covered up. Mm-hmm. You're 6'4", 200 pounds. Just go truck the corner and get some extra yards.
And that corner, that's one of those. He's on his balls of his feet. Just run me over and just kind of fall with me, please. But
hopefully
we're going to be back
he
in
goes down.
double tight formation, 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. It's going to be a handoff. Creed Clayton pushing up the
He's
middle.
going to easily get the first down there.
Tiger first down, and that's going to be enough. Creed Clayton running the ball hard. Paxton Allen kind of at that fullback position this game in that I formation, and we got some things moving here for the Tigers.
Yeah, this is the first time, honestly, probably this half that I feel like we've got the momentum on our side. So as bad as this seems to have been, we're only down 13-0. So
yep, Drayden back under center, 2:10 left here. It's going to be a handoff Paxton Allen. And we're kind of run heavy right now, and it's working out just fine as we gain another 6 yards there.
Yeah, and if I'm Coach Stark, I'm almost taking one out of Circle's book here. Just line up and let's go. Let's go.
Don't even run Drayden over there.
No.
Just line back up because they're kind of on their balls of their feet. They're huffing
tired,
and puffing,
yeah.
So, that's Tiger football, though. You kind of just keep on drowning them out. Double tight, hurrying up to the line. Drayden getting under center here. Dexter out to the left side. Going to be a snap. Straight back to Paxton Allen. Going to run it back up. Going to get through that first little wave.
Going to get us really close to a first down. Look like he's going to be about a half a yard short.
Yeah, so 3rd and 1, and not what you want to see is we already have Jacob Adams out, but number 68 for us is kind of holding his elbow. We'll see if he stays in there and be tough. Nope, we're going to have 51 come in for us and see what we can do. Maybe a stinger, see if he can get right back in there. But, Drayden's getting that play in. We got a 3rd and 1, 3rd manageable right where you want to be and have a chance to keep pushing it right up the middle for another first down and keep those chains moving.
Yeah, going to come back out, double tight. Dexter split to the far side, I formation. Going to hand it off over the right side to Creed, and he is hit, but keeps running. He's dragging a kid.
He's not going to be told no. As another Tiger first down. And Creed Creighton, safety came up, filled it, and just Creed, I think, won that battle and went ahead and let him know I'm going to get this first down for the Tigers. Now there's going to be a late penalty. Looks like it's going to be on the Thunderbirds, though, because it was back there, so.
Yeah, and Creed, honestly, I thought that play was blown up. I mean, he got hit hard.
It was one of those you kind of like, and then you just see out of nowhere number 3 going out there running hard, but definitely got to be in an unsportsmanlike conduct area for the Thunderbirds as that official was right back there, so it's probably some bad words being said or something like that, would be my guess.
Yep. I'd say he was probably jawing, and they seem upset. He doesn't like the call.
Yeah, but, that's one of those things. You kind of already got one of our players out for something in instance like that. So as a high school kid, you got to understand they're not going to put up with a whole bunch of anything anymore in this game. So that's going to move it up 15 more yards for us. Going to put us right there at about the 14-yard line, it looks like, maybe 13.
We have all the momentum in the world right now. We've got to score,
Yes, this is where you got to put.
You have to score. 41 seconds to go here.
It's a Varsity Blues shout out. You got to put the women and children to bed and go searching for dinner here. And
that's right.
See if you can't push this in for 6.
Drayden's going to take the snap. Going to run inside there. He's going to keep it. He's going to run it over the right side.
Yards, Looked like there might have been almost like a
weird
it's
like they didn't
dead
blow
or
it
something
dead,
like that.
or I don't know what happened.
Clock's still running, but they're kind of all looking around too. So I
looks
guess
like we're going to wind it to the end of the 3rd quarter here. We're going to be down. Tigers are down 13-0 to the Towanda Circle Thunderbirds.
Yeah, so we'll take it back to the station here real quick as they flip the side of the field as we're going to be going into the, looks like if I do my directions right, that's going to be the south side of the, or the north side of the field here. Listen to All Hit 103.9 at Fort Scott TV on YouTube. This is Dylan Duffy with Aaron Judy.
Tiger fans, it's Woody and the team from Hometown Pub. We want to wish all the Big Red teams a great season. Stop by Hometown Pub at 206 North National Avenue all year long to talk Tiger news. Check out our Facebook page at Hometown Pub for weekly specials. Go Big Red.
Marcia's Deli, 6 West 18th Street in Fort Scott, proudly supports all area students in both academics and athletics. Big sandwiches, homemade sides, meat by the pound, and deli trays at Marcia's Deli, a KOMB sports booster.
So we're back here in Towanda, and they did not move the ball yet. Looks like clock still says zeros, but they haven't moved it to the other end zone, so we'll see what they end up doing here. So we're going to have 10 seconds on the game clock. They're going to replay first down here.
Okay, so that play just didn't count.
Yeah,
I
probably
guess.
just wasn't ready or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10, I guess. He did say replay first down, but the chains are still here at 2nd and 7. So
we're going to run it again. I thought that was weird because you didn't hear a whistle or anything like that when Drayden kept the ball.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 10 seconds left here. From the 13-yard line here for the Tigers. We're going to have doubles to our sideline. Dre's going to be under center with the I formation still. Going to have one more snap before quarter. We're going to hand it off to Creed. He's going to get hit in the backfield and kind of fall forward a little bit.
Maybe one.
Yeah, get to the line of scrimmage. But that should end the third quarter. So we'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
There's a lot to be said about home field advantage, whether we're talking about football or business. There is a comfort level in knowing your surroundings and the people you are dealing with. Our staff members at Cheeney-Witt Chapel are all Fort Scott High School and Fort Scott Community College alumni. So whether we say go Tigers or Greyhounds, we really mean it. Cheeney-Witt Chapel, we're here when you need us. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Cheeney-Witt Memorial Chapel is built on the tradition of care.
At Norris Heating and Air Conditioning, they strive to provide the most thorough diagnosis of your heating and air conditioning system by utilizing the most up-to-date diagnostic tools as well as attending product-specific training so they can get you back up and running as fast and economical as possible. If a system replacement is required, rest assured you will receive an installation of your new equipment that is second to none with factory-trained and approved startup with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Call Norris Heating and Air Conditioning now at 223-5990 for your hometown comfort connection.
And the Tigers are going to come back out here in the start of the fourth quarter. I formation, Dexter out wide to our sideline. Could be a handoff to Paxton. He's going to get a fight for some yards here. Move forward. Going to get about a gain of 2, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here. And this is one of those, you're in the red zone. We got to put some points on the board.
Yes.
And you want touchdown. You don't want field goal.
And we can get a first down at about the 1. So
that's kind of that secret sauce there, but, you know.
We've got to figure something out here on the kind of 3rd and long. They're going to say it's 3rd and 7 here from the 10-yard line.
Definitely 4-down territory, I think, for the Tigers here. Going to have Dexter out on the circle sideline now. I formation, Dre under center, double tight. Going to take the snap. Going to be a counter to Creed. Creed's going to get up to the 5-yard line, keep pushing. Gets close to that first down. We'll see. Maybe about a yard short. They're going to stop the clock for a measurement maybe or check.
I would imagine they're stopping the clock, so it's got to be
either close to a first down or a first down. So we'll see what they call here.
Looking at it, they spot the ball. Come on, you want to call it a first down.
Yeah, so they're going to bring the chains out. Looks like that's going to be, I really think the first of the year. They usually cut everybody else, but like, nope, first down. So we're going to bring the chains out over here and see what we got.
We've done it a few times where we go ahead and move the chains, then come back, bring them all back, then measure.
Then look at it
really
and then say first down. Yeah, so 11-10 here in the fourth quarter. Is the Tigers are looking to score here, down 2 touchdowns, 13-0, and, you know, probably our best drive of the night, but all on the ground. You know, there was a couple opportunities to pass the ball, but Dre decided he was going to take his shoulder and put it into the cornerbacks and gain some positive yards as well, which you like to see. So
we're going to measure here. I think they're going to be just short.
Waiting for the signal. Yep, it's going to be just short. So 4th and millimeters, inches, whatever you want to call it. It's, you know.
Going to be really close here. Looks like they got about a half a football or so.
Yeah, so this is one of those, we tried that little pitch thing on 4th and 1. I don't think we get pretty. I think we just go straight to.
Just run it up the middle. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So.
But I'm not the coach. I'm just the radio guy that's 0 for 4 in the night, so don't listen to me. Anyways.
Yes.
We're going to come back out under center.
I formation.
Biggest 4th down of the game here. Biggest play of the game so far for Fort Scott. Drayden's going to get under center. He's going to take the snap and push forward, and he's easily got the first down.
Yeah, they got him back. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, if they don't give him the first down, they're seeing something different than I'm seeing because, I mean, it looked like he had it by a yard or 2 there. Yep, they're going to say first down.
So that's going to get the chains. Well, basically just the down marker now because it's going to be right there on the 3-yard line with 11:02 left. Once they wind the clock, we will as well. So first down, Fort Scott, and good push there. Hey, why not push the ball and then come running all the way over to the sideline and get the next call? So let's see if we can punch it in here and get him a little break on the sideline as well. So first and goal here at the, looks like the 2-yard line. 10:50 remaining here. Dre's going to be under center. We're going to have doubles out here. Cannon and Dexter. Going to be just a straight give to Creed. He's going to keep pumping his feet. Going to be down right about the 1-yard line. So we're going to have a 2nd and 1, 2nd and goal still. Just, hey, so feed the beast.
We run the 2 receivers out here. Just, at least try to spread them out a little bit.
Yep.
So try to out formation them a little bit. And then run it up the gut.
I'd say go even tight again because Kegler's in to be, an extra tight end, and Drayden's coming in with the play, and we got Cannon over here on the sideline. So
I'd say we're going to see.
You want to go 0 for 5 or you want to go 1 for 4?
I'm going to call it inside run, maybe.
I'm going to call touchdown. Here we go.
Yep, got to score here.
Yeah, Drayden's under center. He's going to take the snap. Going to be handoff to Creed. He's going to keep powering up the middle. Falls. Let's see if they give it to him or not. He fell into the end zone, but they're going to. It's going to be again inches. So
yes,
can bring up a 3rd and.
Goodness.
Maybe a baby's foot. I'd give him that right there. So
3rd and a couple inches. The ball, nose of the ball is almost across the goal line, literally.
That's almost one of those. If I was, I'm not, but it would have been just, hey, we get right back on the ball. We're just going to run a
just QB
instant.
sneak.
Yeah, just as soon as get up there, get set and go here. So
I would really think you're going to see sneak here. I've said it a couple times. Right, quarterback's the biggest kid on the field.
Yeah, for sure. Tallest for sure.
And you got kind of a little bit of upside right there. You got Paxton Allen, who's also big, right behind him. Push him in. There, we're going to get a delay of game call. Nope.
And he's definitely across.
He's in the end zone.
Yeah. He couldn't go any further, and
I don't know what we're waiting
push.
On here.
Yeah. So no delay game, no signal yet. I don't know. There we go. There's a touchdown signal. So the Tigers do
score there.
Yes, Drayden with a. It was kind of funny watching it. I had flashbacks of watching the old Steelers with Troy Polamalu jumping over one of the Thunderbirds players came flying over the top of there. But we do get a touchdown, so that's going to give us 6, and we're going to have a chance to put a PAT on the board here. So Drayden Marlowe with good, 6'4" body frame push.
Yeah.
And it took a while, but, we knew it was the good up here already.
So you just want to see a good snap here. Caden Cannon's going to hold it. And I know Caleb has plenty of leg to put it through. So, but when you're down 13-0, this could be critical at the end of the game. So,
don't want to let them time it. Good snap. Ball is
blocked.
Not up.
Gosh, dang it!
It's almost one of those, and Caleb did tell me that he's kicked better without that block. That maybe you just
but that one he was there before it ever left his foot. The guy gets through the right side of the line untouched. Not sure what's going on there. But
with 9:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Tigers did get a baby's foot, yard, whatever you want to call it, touchdown by Drayden Marlowe, quarterback, to bring the score Thunderbirds 13, Fort Scott 6. So
that's where it's like you sure want to have the extra point, but now, thank goodness they didn't get the extra point. We're kind of, I guess you're even there, but
it kind of gives you a decision that if it's 13-6 and you score again, and do you go for the PAT or do you kind of go for the win depending on the time?
2.
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to go for 2 anyways, but if we want to win.
Well, yeah, if we want to win, but you could tie the game with the PAT. That's what I was asking. You make that decision.
We're 2.5 hours from the house. Go for it.
Yep. Which means we're probably going to punt it because you will be 0 for 5 then, but you
once
get the
again,
PAT, but yeah.
I'm just the radio person.
Exactly. Caleb Hall is set up here for the kickoff for the Tigers after a Drayden Marlowe 1-yard touchdown run. Going to be a good, solid kick out to about the 15-yard line. They're going to return it. He kind of looked over here like he might have, but he's going to get up to about the 38-yard line as he runs out of bounds to his own sideline, so it gets a good little return. Kind of a line drive, so we didn't get a whole lot of time to get our players down there, so it was just a quick return for them. But, past couple defensive drives for us have been really good. Unfortunately, they got those couple penalties that pushed them all the way into their red zone, but we were able to stop them and get the ball back and make a drive of our own where we flip field at quarter and scored our own touchdown there. So Thunderbirds are coming out here in their normal shotgun set. They're going to have doubles to their sideline, single back, and a single wide receiver over here with Gavin Miles on them at about the – looks like they only got to the 35-yard line.
They're going to stop, look back over to the coach for the play. He's going to take the snap and shotgun. He's going to hand it off over the right side. He's going to bounce it outside. He gets loose. And gosh,
there's the flag. Yeah, those are the things you cannot do.
We just keep giving ourselves self-inflicted wounds all night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Clock's going to stop at 8:50 as we get these penalties called here.
We'll see what they call here.
Yeah, it was enough already.
Honestly,
for the first
they
down,
should have
but
called. They should have called a late hit, but they threw it before that happened. So I don't know if they're going to call. I don't know, maybe holding.
Yeah, it was kind of already coming out before, but we'll see what we get to call here on the field. Personal foul, face mask on us. So,
gosh.
Either way, they're going to get an extra 15, so that's going to bring up a 1st and 10, and they're going to give them great field positions. They're going to flip the field on one run there.
And they're going to be down to their 35, 36-yard line before we get the chain set up here. So going to be 1st and 10 for them from the 36, the Tigers 36. So we're going to have to buck up here pretty quickly because time's running out and we are down a score.
Yep, clock did stop by him running out of bounds, which is a positive. So clock is at 8:50. They're going to do a couple 3, 4 look at me kind of things.
Look like both of our, I don't know if we're just showing, when they stop too, but both linebackers are walking up here. They're going to step back. Creed's going to blitz inside. They're going to run it outside here. And he's got some grass. We get him cut back in there.
One of those we got to be careful now. We're going to have some pushing and fighting here. Stark's going to get them out on the sideline. We're getting all of our players out. You need to get their players to their sideline here, and it's getting really chippy real quick.
Yeah, number 5 is for the circle team is involved in most all these. Or number 6, sorry. They've kind of been letting them be chippy most of the night here, and it just continues there. I don't think that one's on us.
No, it looks like he's already kind of pointing over there. So 8:41, and we're going to see what we get here. Let the officials sort this out with hopefully minimal conversation from everybody else. But
again, Tigers are down right now. 8:41 to go in fourth quarter here in Towanda. They're down 13-6.
And it's unfortunate if you're Thunderbirds, because if number 6 gets kind of the same treatment that Jacob Adams did for us, that's one of their biggest playmakers on the field. So we'll see what they end up calling here, and I don't want to put anything in the officials' heads, but we'll wait for them. But it's going to be another long discussion.
I don't know if he's had one called on him tonight. He just always kind of seems to be in it. But it's usually the second guy that gets called.
Yeah. So. And that was kind of, 3rd, 4th, and then Stark got in there and made sure he got all of our players over to where we needed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some of our coaches snatching guys up and throwing them back, as they should be. So we'll see what the call is.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to go backwards. It looks like it's going to go on us, I think, because he's looking towards our sideline.
Nope, number 6 is going to be ejected. It's definitely on them, and now he's taking his helmet off, arguing with the umpire. So he is ejected.
Yep, so number 6, their biggest playmaker, and we're also going to have something on us as well, I think.
Yeah, and again, the second guy always gets caught. Thankfully, at least that time he gets caught.
Yeah, so their playmakers out of it. That was on a quarterback draw, basically, so we'll kind of see what they end up doing here. Quarterback sweep, whatever you want to call it. But going to bring up a 2nd and 3 or 4 here.
So they're going to call
looks like they might be calling a timeout over there on the Thunderbirds. They must want probably a little bit more clarification or something like that. But both teams going to their sidelines. Let's take a quick 30-second break as we figure this all out, and we'll be back. Listen to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
Excitement is building at Seacan Occasion Shops. Football season means fall and holiday furnishings. Seacan will help you spruce up your home for autumn with a large selection of seasonal decor. Of course, it's never too early to shop for the holidays. Don't forget, Designer Florist by CCAN will deliver right to your front door. Every occasion is memorable with CCAN Occasion Shops and Designers Florist by CCAN, 2210 South Main in Fort Scott.
Can't make the game?
We are back here at Colt Stadium in Towanda, Kansas. Quarterback line back up in the shotgun here. Going to take the snap, handoff number 3 now. He's in, gets stuffed right at the line, breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, gets to enough for the first down at about the 19-yard line.
Ryder Newton breaks to the line there, and he's right on him, just can't get him wrapped up.
Yeah, you know.
Looks like his shoulder is, his arm's hurting.
Yeah, so they're going to get him out of the game. But, yeah, just one of those you hate to see it as he's getting kind of slowly back into the game and getting to play a little bit. And, you know, he's giving Coach all the, hey, I'm good. Let me back in. I got this. I'm just mad I missed the tackle, but we'll see what they do here. Thunderbirds line back up in shotgun. Doubles over their side of the sideline. We're going to have press coverage on the slot receiver here. Going to kind of slow it down, take the snap, handoff number 3. Hit again right at the line. Falls forward for maybe about 1 yard gain there, but another good stop by the Tigers after, you know, meeting him at the line and actually getting him down this time.
Yeah, we get him wrapped up there. He almost gets loose. Thankfully, we hold on there and get him down.
Yeah, just got to keep driving with those feet as you make the stop. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 here. They're in the red zone, so we'll see if we can get another stop as they're in the red zone.
They got trips to the far side of the field there. He's going to clap. They're going to stop. Look at me. They're going to take the play now, get back to it. Quarterback's going to take the snap here in shotgun. Going to be a high snap. The ball's on the ground.
We got a chance here.
And the Tigers have recovered the ball. It's going to be Fort Scott ball.
So another great stop by the Tigers. You know, kind of a mistake on their own part. High snap. Quarterback throws it straight to the ground. Aiden Ogren comes firing off that defensive inside and gets the ball. So Tigers going to have another chance to march it down the field and get another touchdown here and get right back into this ball game as we're only trailing by 7 now. 7:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tigers with the ball here, right back into it. I formation, Dre under center. He's going to be a fake counter to Creed. Creed's going to look for a hole, get to the outside, get hit right there. About the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. 7:09. We got to kind of do everything up here, so I'm trying to run clock, run play-by-play, run camera, run everything. So we're doing the best we can as we go.
He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from our 22-yard line right there. Receiver splits each side. I formation. Dre's going to take the snap, hand it off. Just going to be a follow there. Creed's going to run it for, we'll give him 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. We'll call it. I'm going to call it 3rd and 7. So
6:30 and counting here. Dre's getting the play in. 3rd down after a great stop by the Tiger defense as Aiden Ogren came off the right side of the D line and got a fumble recovery. Drayden back under center here. Going to take the snap.
Play action here. He's going to roll out.
Going to throw it under.
His guy's open there. Just misses him.
Unfortunately, if it was kind of had a hot route to Dexter, if Dexter takes off there, I think we had back nobody deep there. Chance at it, but 3rd, going to be 4th down here.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
Going to be 4th and 8.
6:12 left on the clock.
Just scary because it's a 1-score game, 4th and 8, but we're on our own 25-yard line, so you don't get it right here. You're giving them a real short field.
Yeah, and you know, it kind of helps though that our defense has shown up here in the short field so far in the second half where they haven't really had a chance to score since the first 2 quarters of the game. But we're going to have doubles over here on our side of the sideline. Drayden's going to take the snap, going to roll out. He's going to be looking backside for a screen.
It's open.
We got a chance for an open. We got to keep on running here, get through. We get up to
Aiden Ogren's going to get
about the 26-yard, or the 34-yard line. So that's going to be enough to move the sticks for the Tigers there. Bring up a 1st and 10 for Fort Scott on a kind of a, hey, you did it to us, we're going to do it back to you. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 5:53 and counting remaining here.
Yeah, and I like the play call by Coach Stark. They runs a tight end screen. They're not really suspecting that. It ends up working out.
Yeah, and you know, he got it to the another snap here. They're going to play
it
it
dead.
dead. I mean, kind of the
They're
same
gonna throw a
thing.
flag
Throw
there.
a flag over here, so it's either going to be offsides or going to be false start. Looks like he's making the false start motion on us. Doesn't have our score up there.
My wife's on it. My wife texted me asking what the score was.
It was on that, so I guess I don't know what.
Shows it on our laptop, but not on the. We have a laptop set up, and then we have an iPad, so we can kind of see it out in real time. It's weird. I don't know what's going on.
No one knows what's going on.
So they're going to back us up 5 there.
Bring up a first and
Offsides.
15.
We're going to take the snap, drop back,
Hit
hit a little arrow route. Hayden Ogren's running hard.
Man, breaks a few tackles. You love to get him the ball if you can. Going to bring up about 4-yard gain there. So 2nd and 6 here for the Tiger. No, sorry, more than that because it was first.
Yeah,
15,
about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah,
close to it, 9. Great job by Aiden there. Good job by Drayden getting him the ball too. Hits him on a little arrow route, and he cuts it back up the field and runs a few guys over. So we're going to have 2 receivers split out here to the short side of the field. We're going to hand it off to Creed. He's going to cut it back.
Going to gain about 3, yeah. So they're going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. 3 for the Tigers here.
Yep, going to bring up 3rd and 4, we'll call it. Big 3rd down here, 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Tigers clock's ticking. Tigers are down 13-6 here in Towanda driving. We're going to have the ball on our own 40-yard line. Drayden's going to come under center, receiver to each side. Going to run inside veer, hand it off. Paxton's going to fight, but doesn't quite get there. So Paxton Allen's going to get us to a 4th and 1. So this is 4 minutes to go. I don't want to say it's a game, but pretty close.
Yeah, both teams do have all 3 timeouts, so can't stop the ball, but that's, asking a lot out of your defense. He's already made some really good adjustments at halftime and kept Thunderbirds out of the game, but 4th and 1 here. Dre under center, going to take it, kind of run out about the B gap. Gets enough.
He's going to easily get the first down.
He'll be right there close to the 45-yard line, which is plenty enough for a first down. So great spot for Drayden as he just keeps on taking that 6'4" frame and pushing it forward. And, wasn't really a quarterback sneak. It was kind of get out to the B gap and on the defense side and just run up the field a little bit.
And they kind of have a shade on each side of the center, so you really can't just hit the other side of the center. They have somebody playing right there on that play, but now they have a true same thing.
Yeah, so split out here both sides, I formation. Dre's going to take the snap, going to look to pass over to the outside. Unfortunately,
we
had
want that
it
one
there,
back because he's wide open.
The D-back fell down.
Yeah, if he catches it, he probably scores.
Yeah, makes a move and gets up there.
Gosh, dang it.
Clock's going to stop at 3:23 here, 3:25.
6 inches too high.
Yeah.
Gosh.
6 inches too high for 6 points on the board there. You want it back.
For sure.
But we still have the ball. That's another perk of it. There's no pick, nothing right there.
Yep,
So Dre's
it's first
back
down.
under center.
No big deal.
2nd and 10. I formation here. Dre's going to take the snap. Going to be a counter play to Creed again. Has a hole. Makes one tackle. Makes one man miss. Couple
Still
man
loose.
miss.
He breaks it. He's going to take off. He's going to be at the 20, the 10, the 5.
Taken down right there.
Fumbles the ball out of bounds.
Fumbles it out of bounds there. And Tigers are going to be set up, ready to go with 3:12 left on the clock.
What
As
a run by
Creed
Creed
Clayton absolutely bullies his way through everybody there. We all get hyped. Everybody wants to call that for sure. So going to be down at 3 with 1st and goal.
You're going to get us both yelling.
Yep.
I would apologize, but I'm not sorry.
No, can't be sorry about that. That's one of the better plays of the night. And hey, number 3 gets the ball and runs that hard, good things are going to happen.
He just won't be denied. I mean, you hear people talking about being dogs. That is Creed Clayton.
That's a dog for sure. So 3:12 left here. Dre's going to be under center. Take
We're
the
going to
snap.
hand it to him again over the right
He's
side.
Get right. Nope, going to be just short right there about the 2-yard line. It's kind of one of those, maybe we start taking a little bit of time off the clock as well and see what we do here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, we'll take a little bit because Dre's going to come over and get the play from Coach. So clock's still running, 2:56 here.
Dre's going to jog it back in here. Going to be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. So big time here, and then I can only assume that Coach Stark goes for 2 if we score here. Goes for the win.
Absolutely, you got to. This far away, you're not playing for a tie or overtime, you're playing for the win. So Dre's back under center. Going to take snap. Back to Creed again. Gets to the outside.
He's
walks
gonna
right
get
in.
in.
That's going to be a touchdown. Creed Clayton. Nothing on the play. There's the white hat signal and a touchdown. So clock's going to stop there. 2:29 left in the fourth quarter as the Tigers.
We are going for 2.
Push it in. Hey, finally got it right.
Yeah.
Get that up
1
there.
for 6.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Great things have happened since halftime for the Tigers as our defense has stepped up. Our offense is scoring. We got a chance here to get our lucky number 15 and
big 2-point conversion right here. Still got a little time. We got our timeouts, so I won't say it's a game, but it definitely is
Dre
big.
under center I formation. Same thing. We're going to look for a quick pass. Going to be a double move. Going to be a flag. He does come down with it.
And Dexter catches
So
it.
we'll see what the penalty is here, but that is going to be a 2-point good for 2 points. Going to have a penalty. Let's see what it is.
They're going to call holding. Yep.
It's kind of, so holding on us.
My goodness.
Didn't see it, but obviously we were looking at the double move on the pass, so that's going to be decisions to be made here. I mean,
I think go for it.
Yeah, still keep it going, even though it's going to be pushed back 10 yards.
They're going to kick it. What a catch by Dexter, though. I mean, he comes over the top of that kid. And
yeah,
you hear all the kids. Same thing, back to all the kids tapping the top of their heads.
Mm-hmm.
That's the play. So now we're going to have a snap the ball. They don't have their kids off.
Yep, they called a timeout smartly. So coach gets a timeout there to get his people moved out. Going to be a timeout. Thunderbirds will send it back to the radio here as we're going to come back and have a decision to be made here, but I think we're going to probably still kick the PAT. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 on Fort Scott TV. Back after this 30-second break.
Playing the greatest hits of all time. You're tuned to the fun one. Good times, great oldies. All Hit 103.9. KOMB FM. Fort Scott.
What's more exciting than back to school? Tiger football, and the Shirt Shack has the best-looking Tiger wear. Come into our store, pick out a Tiger design and a shirt, and we will print it right then. No waiting. And it's done while you watch. Shirt Shack has short sleeve and long sleeve tees, hoodies, and crew sweats. Everyone's favorite time of the year. Fort Scott Tiger football, and Shirt Shack is your place for Tiger apparel. Shirt Shack, the original since 1976.
Back here at Towanda, Kansas, and we got Caden Cannon holding here for Caleb Hall. We're going to have a good snap, good hold, and good kick here, and get this game tied with 2:29 left in the fourth quarter.
He's going to be kicking it from about the
20-yard line, 19.
20, so. Good
snap. Good hold. Kicks up, kick in.
It is good.
Gonna be good.
He drills it.
So the ball game is tied. Caleb Hall showing off that leg finally on the season. 13-13, 2:29 left here at Circle. The Thunderbirds 13, Fort Scott 13 with a kickoff ensuing here as the defense looks to get that back out there and the dark side looks to get one more stop and the chance for the Tigers to go ahead and put this game to bed.
Yeah, we've still got our 3 timeouts like we talked about, so you try to get 3 stops here. You know, if you can get a 3 and out, then we can save some time.
Absolutely.
See what we can do.
We've kind of had that offensive reeling, and like we talked about earlier with number 6 getting ejected, that's kind of their playmaker. So good things in store here for the Tigers, hopefully on defense. See what we can do. A couple turnovers by their quarterback on some bobbled snaps, and, you know, we're right back in this thing if that happens again for us. Tigers are coming out here to line up for their kickoff, and Thunderbirds are coming out here looking to get set up in the kick return. Some new faces back there. Kind of a real open lane right there in the middle, a little pooch kick.
Yeah, they've had some pretty good returns too.
Yeah.
I kind of think maybe I'd, like you just said, pooch it, just roll it up the
Obviously
middle.
not out of bounds, but just right down the middle and just let you guys get down there and get on the coverage on the ball.
He's going to boot it here.
He's going to be taken right there about the 15-yard line. He's going to be bringing it up. We got some people out there. He's going to cut up.
Oh, Rush Newton's right at him. Oh, no.
He's going to have a good return here. We do get him down right there at about the 47-yard line, but another good return for the Thunderbirds here. Couple
Carson
missed
Miles,
tackles, but yeah.
Going to save a touchdown probably right there with that tackle. So I'm glad he didn't give up on it. Just same thing. Caleb Hall tried to get in there and get a tackle.
Yeah,
but make him snap it again.
Every time. So ball's going to end up being right here at the 45-yard line. They got to flip the field there and see what we can do here. They got double set back, kind of what they were doing earlier. shotgun formation for the Thunderbirds. They're going to clap and then look back for the play call.
He's going to take the snap here, run a speed option.
We got him out there.
Brody Stoughton is all over
great
it.
Tackle. That's going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 there. So Tigers maybe think about using their timeouts here to preserve some field position and time. 2:04 still counting. Don't have that on.
Most importantly, he keeps him in bounds, too. So from the D tackle position, chases down that speed option and gets a hold of him. They're going to have trips to the far side of the field. Shotgun here. He's going to take the snap. Drop back. Screen again.
And we sniffed it
and
out.
We were
right
on top of it that time. Now Coach Stark's going to take his timeout.
Yes, got a timeout. Minute 41 left here.
So, do like to see that.
Yes.
At least we're not getting beat with the screens again. Hey, that's 2 now.
Yes.
I said at half. I
You're
bet
right.
you we don't get beat on the screen
Everything's
again.
changed for us Fort Scott fans and players out there on the field. We're all winning now. So 3rd and a hefty 14 here, I would say, for them. And that's right where you want to be if you're a Tiger faithful and get a chance at a 4th down. 2 more timeouts here to use as well.
Yeah, get them stopped here. Oh, man, that's tough because if you get a stop here and it's 4th down, do you let it go and then save some for offense?
Yeah.
Save some of your timeouts for offense?
I think you at least want 1 timeout because high school, college, clock stops at the 1st down. So,
well, we know Caleb's good from what, 30?
Yeah.
He kicked it for that one from the 20, so.
Yeah. And that, it probably had about 10 more yards on it, so.
Yeah. Ish.
Yeah. Man, what a
5.
What a night it'd be if you get to kind of see your kicker finish the game out too. But
I'd really rather that's not
get a stop here and see what we can do.
Let's not put the pressure on Caleb. Let's just. How about just an interception here? We'll just run it back.
There we
Call
go.
Game.
There we go. But they're going to come out in a bunch trips formation of their side of the field. Quarterback and shotgun. Going to be a rollout to the right. He's going to be looking, going
Throws
deep.
A deep ball.
Nobody's there, but he's going to come under. He got a hand on it, but luckily it's going to be incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 14 from the 49-yard line, and they're going to look to punt here.
I do not understand that play call. You stopped the clock for us.
Yeah,
we saved the timeout. Yeah. You throw a deep ball. I don't.
Minute 38. Yeah, only 3 seconds came off the clock there. So
I didn't think he was even going to get close to it, and he almost gets the ball.
Kind of banana peel, just came right back around to it, but they're set up to punt here. We're going to have
Jax Armstrong's going to be deep.
Almost get there. Great punt. Just let it go.
We're going to give a Peter call.
Going to bounce out of bounds right there at the 22-yard line, 24-yard line. So Tigers are going to take over right here at the 24-yard line. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 at Fort Scott TV, and this is one of the more exciting games of the season. Is we're going to have a chance to win it here, kind of on a walk-off, maybe with a minute 29 left on the clock.
We still have 3 timeouts.
Try to get everything set up for you guys on the.
So now, do you come out and just throw the ball? I don't know if you can. You got such a short time, but you don't want to just abandon the run that's got us where we are.
I think whatever you're going to do. Yeah, I think, if you watched a few plays
Jaden's
earlier.
going to drop back, double
move.
and he's wide open.
We're going to have him get there.
Oh, goodness. I mean, off the fingertips of Dexter Williams.
Yeah.
They run a double move there, kind of a stop and go.
That was one of those I tried to say earlier that if they did that move, Dexter's kind of took the top off. Just got to float that up there a little bit, let him run under it, and we're in there for 6.
If he just puts just a little tiny bit more air under that, he's still running. So close.
Yeah, but we're back under center here, 2nd and 10. 1:23 left in the clock. Going to be hand off to Creed Clayton right up the middle. He's going to follow his guy. He's going to get out there. It's about the 30. Keep pushing, falls forward, gets close to the 1st down. Going to be about a 3rd and 1 here. So don't use a timeout. Get the 1st down first. Clock's going to stop. Go from there.
Gotta go.
Yep. So minute 3 here. Minute 2 and counting.
So Drayden's going to come up under center. It doesn't seem like they're in a hurry.
No, it's one of those, you don't get the 1st down. You don't want to give them too much opportunity, but we're going to have a quarterback keep here. Dre's going to lower his helmet, keep pushing, gets enough, looks like, for the 1st down. They're going to stop the clock at 44 seconds here. We're going to get either a measurement or a 1st down call.
So they're going to give us the 1st down,
See what coach calls here, 1st down. Do we call a timeout once they mark it? Yep, we got a timeout here. Clock should have stopped. It should have called the timeout instantly, so didn't even white hat should have maybe getting a little judgmental here, but that's one of those, once you spot the ball, you look, hey, are we calling a timeout or not? But
he's going to reset the game clock, so we're going to get the time back.
Yep, so going to be 1st and 10 from about the 35.5-yard line, 42 seconds. It was at 44, but, we'll do that in the after officials report. We'll put that in there.
Man, that double move was such a great play call, too. You run it at the perfect time. Dexter does a great job, and it's a good throw by Drayden, just a little
just needed a little bit, yeah.
Too little air on it.
Again, we do want to let you know, if you're just now tuning in, this is Drayden's second game at quarterback.
Ever. So, not just starting this year. I think he's played maybe a few snaps in a JV game.
Yeah, but this is, 4A Kansas football, SEK, and you're getting kind of thrown in the fire, baptism as fire as we like to call it, but coming out here, 1st and 10 after that good hard run by Drayden at quarterback. We're going to have doubles over to the left side of the field. Going to have a fullback
He's
over
going to take
here.
the snap and drop back.
Going to be looking,
Throws it
up. Going to be picked.
No.
Got to bring him down. Good. Brings him down, but unfortunately, just a little too
my
far.
Fault
No
on the
chance
camera
to
there. Sorry.
To get it there to him. Just kind of lofted it up.
And that's one where Drayden, he threw it. He was throwing it there no matter what.
Yeah.
He threw it up before Dexter really cleared anybody. They're playing 20 yards deep, nobody deeper than them, and he throws it up anyway. So that's one he's going to have to learn from.
Yep. Biggest thing here, defense, don't let the screens happen, don't let the big ball go down.
And I would say they had a kicker with a big leg, but he got thrown out.
Yes, he did. So clock's not working very well for us over here. 33.7 seconds left on the game clock here at Colt Stadium.
And I don't think they're going to go for overtime. I think they're going to try to score. He's going to take the snap, drop back.
They're going to be looking kind of to the outside. We just miss it. Do take him down inbounds.
Keep him inbounds.
Going to be enough for a first down right there at about the 43-yard line. So
they're going to stop the clock for a second to move the chains.
Just so close
They're going to spike it.
Yeah.
So he stops it. Stops the clock there.
They have all 3 of their timeouts. It looks like, it shows both teams having all 3 of their timeouts. We know that's not true because Fort Scott did call one of theirs. So.
Yeah, they're having a lot of trouble with their scoreboard operator.
21.8 seconds left on the scoreboard. Our scoreboard's a little off on YouTube, so just be listening to me for the call.
Going to be doubles for Tawanda here. He's going to be in shotgun formation. He's going to send his inside receiver in motion. Going to snap it. He wants to go. He runs that wheel route. He's going to get out of bounds.
Throws him out right there at about the 40-yard line. 14.2 seconds left here. So like you said, this is where number 6 probably wishes he was still in the game because he's going to be able to use that leg. But
change your set. Yeah. They spike it again.
They spiked the ball even though he went out of bounds, but
I don't understand why
we'll take that. 2nd and 10, 10.9 seconds left on the clock. I thought he got thrown out of bounds, but I guess the clock operator didn't think so either. So they started the clock once he got the chain set. 2nd and 10 here. 10-9 left on the clock.
So 10.9 seconds. They got the ball in their 40. I don't know that he has a big enough arm to get it to the end zone.
And I guess, maybe they don't have any timeouts the way they're kind of spiking the ball. I don't know what they're waiting on if they called any. So
he's going to take the snap.
He's going to be stepping back here. He's looking short. Going to be a catch inside. Going to bring him down. We're going to try to pitch it, and we do take him out of bounds right there with 1 second left on the clock. So they're going to have one more opportunity at this as he steps out of bounds. We're going to have a chance. They move the chains.
So you're going to see a Hail Mary here.
Yep, just bat it down. That's the biggest thing we need to understand here is just bat the ball down.
Yeah, but, man, anymore, that scares me so bad because it's like everybody almost sets up the Hail Mary with, guys in the end zone and then someone set up 3 yards behind him.
Speaking of Hail Mary, though, we do have to – 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers last night threw the ball 69 yards in the air. I mean, just an insane Hail Mary throw. He did get batted down. And
still got a cannon.
Yeah, still got it at 41. So all of you dads out there that are 40 and your kids are telling you, hey, you ain't got it no more, trust me, there's some people out there that still do. So this game, 1 second left, tied 13-13. Thunderbirds, Fort Scott Tigers. Ball on the 29-yard line. 1 second, 1 play to go, barring penalties, anything like that. We have a chance here to take it to overtime or maybe a pick six and run it back. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in high school football here on Friday nights.
Yeah, right now we're just 1 second left. You're going to see a shot at the end zone. They've got a
bunch trip set to their sideline. Single receiver over here on ours. Quarterback in this shotgun. Going to go back. We're only going to rush 3 here. He's going to be looking, scrambling, throws it up. Ball's kind of batted. Got a ball batted, no penalties on the field. So that's going to take us to overtime here in Towanda, Kansas. Fort Scott 13. Circle Thunderbirds 13. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey folks, Frank here with Briggs at Fort Scott. I can't believe it's that time of year again. Model year-end closeout sale. The 2026s are starting to arrive, and these 2025s have to go. Shop 8 brands all in one location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, GMC, and Toyota. All deeply discounted with rates as low as 0%. Now is the time. Find all these brands in Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
We're back here getting my headphones back on as we figure out overtime rules. Really, both teams, kind of like college, are going to get a chance to score here, and I don't know if it's after the second or after the third that you have to go for 2 or anything like that, but look up the Acacia overtime rules.
We should probably know this, but
haven't seen a whole lot actually. So
yeah, I haven't either. You don't really see that many high school games even go to overtime.
But football, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot like college. I think it's about the same as that. The offense starts a series of 4 downs from the defensive 10-yard line. Each team gets a possession in each overtime period. The game continues with the new overtime periods as long as the score remains tied after both teams have had their possession. So looks like they don't have to go for a 2-point conversion unless they want to. So field goals can be attempted, and then both teams are going to have a chance to score. So it's going to be basically a coin flip of what side you want to defend on, if you want ball first or if you want to play defense first. Usually in these, you kind of want to play defense first, so you know what you have to do going into your chance with the ball.
Yeah, and right now, honestly, I think I trust our defense. So
for sure, Newton kind of got back out there for us, and it's been a big change for us here in the second half as we welcome the commander-in-chief of the defense's coach, defensive coordinator Matt Glades has said, and Ryder Newton, as he's a captain out there with Caden Canning and Caleb Hall.
Yeah, I think you want the ball. If it's me, I want the ball second.
Yes. I was going to say, where are we going here? Because, yes, you want to know what you have to do.
Yep.
In college, more apt, they're going to kick a field goal or something like that. But in this day and age, they're probably going to go for it. So you got to know if, we could kick a field goal if they don't score anything at all.
This is where it's fun to be the commentator instead of the coach, because
we're up here kind of like moving around, like what we're just talking about.
This is what I'd like to do. That's what I'd like to do.
Yep.
I don't have to actually do it though.
So it looks like we're gonna get the call here on the field, and it's great camera work by Aaron Judy, also the color commentator for the Tigers.
Terrible camera work. I'm not good at this. As I
zoomed all the way out after we had him zoomed in.
As I've said before, there's a reason that you don't see Tony Roma running the camera on Sundays while he's talking, because it's not easy.
It looks like our offense so we probably lost the toss, or we decided we wanted the ball first, but our offense is coming out.
Is it?
Nope.
That's our defense. There goes our quarterback.
Yeah, there goes our quarterback.
So we are.
But then, they have been playing back and forth. But, yes, we're going to have the ball first here on the 10-yard line. See what we do here. Obviously, no turnovers. Score, put the pressure on them, and get out of here. Not out of Dodge, but get out of Towanda Circle with a win.
Yeah. Sure like to score first play. Just take the air out of them and see what happens.
Yep. Let me see. I got to fix the score here on everything.
Going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Paxton Allen, or Creed Clayton, over the left side. He's going to run it down to about the 3.
So we got 13-13. It's going to be OT.
Good run there by Creed Clayton.
Makes it a little bit
ourselves
easier
a good
we don't
chance.
have to keep time or anything like that. Just play clock's going.
So they're going to call it 2nd and 3. Second and goal from the 3 here. Drayden's going to come under center, 2 receivers to the short side of the field here. Drayden's going to take the snap, hand it off to Creed over the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone.
So 2 plays right there. Creed Clayton for a touchdown. So that's going to be 6, and the all-important decision to field or PAT. That's what we're running out there. So
we're going to kick it.
We're going to get our first 2 touches are going to result in a touchdown for the Tigers. Creed Clayton for about a 3-yard run there.
So big play here. I can only imagine if they do score,
what they're going to choose to do.
They probably go for 2.
Yeah, and that's kind of the benefits of being on defense. But
right.
Caleb's lining up here for the PAT.
You just need a good snap and a good hold. Caden's ready. Takes a snap. Great hold.
Yes!
No problem.
Right through. And we're going to have a late hit here, too, so we'll see what happens here.
So late flag here.
So that might be a roughing the kicker or something like that. And, I mean, you don't take the points off the board, but you maybe start them off at – they're going to have to be pushed back a little bit, I think.
Yeah, that could be a huge penalty there. We'll wait and see what they call it here.
But Tigers score on their first possession of overtime, brings the score 20-13 after a Caleb Hall PAT.
So we'll see what he says.
Personal foul, running into the kicker.
Yeah.
On Tawanda, so
I imagine it'll be added on to their.
Yep, they're going to need to be back yardage at the 25-yard line here to start then with that 15-yard penalty. So the Tigers with a lot of momentum here. See if we can put this to bed and get out of here with our second dub of the season.
Yeah, so we don't switch into the field, obviously.
Nope.
It just stays on our end. So what a huge penalty right there. You know they've got to be upset about the running into the kicker. It backs them up. Where we started at our 10, they're at their 25-yard line. So we got twins to each side. He's going to take the shotgun snap here.
Reverse pass. We're going to be there. We missed one tackle. He's going to get out there.
Got to get him stopped.
We do bring him down right there at about the 15-yard line. So another thing with that is you only have 4 plays.
Yeah, you can't get a first down, which is
basically first and 25, which is first and 25 and goal, basically, in a sense. So this is going to bring up second down and 15 here for the Thunderbirds.
Yep. So
after just so close, I mean, just those little things and just wrapping him up back there, and he's back for even more of a loss. But back out here, double set to both sides. Quarterback in the shotgun. And call for the ball, look to pass here. He's looking, throws it over the middle. We jump it. Nothing there. Going to be an incomplete pass. Going to bring up third down.
Kyler Keating, freshman, on the coverage there, number 28.
And it's kind of one of those, he was going for the ball, so I think that's a good no call. I mean, he did go through him, but he has all opportunity for the football as well.
Probably could have went either way, but I tend to think in that situation, if it's bang-bang play, they're probably going to swallow the whistle.
Yep. So third and 15 here for the Thunderbirds. Same formation, quarterback in shotgun, tries to do a quick hard slap.
Again, they can't get a first down, so this is third and goal right here.
Yeah, they only got two more plays.
He's going to take the snap. He drops back.
Looking to pass. He's rolling out. Rolling. Nobody there. Throws it up. We pick it up.
That's going to be a Tigers win!
Tigers win! The Fort Scott Tigers have won their second game of the season, and we win the ball game with an interception in overtime. Woo!
So a great play by the Tigers there. That's how you want to walk it off.
And I don't know if Coach, I believe his last name is Collins, has any eligibility, but he got out on that field faster than anybody I've seen.
Yeah, we just about got ran over by the coaches here.
Great win by the Fort Scott Tigers. We're going to take that over to the post-game Briggs Auto post-game show. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 as Fort Scott Tigers take home with their second dub, 20-13 in Tawanda, Kansas against the Circle Thunderbirds. We'll be right back for the Briggs Auto post-game show. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
An authentic taste of Old Mexico in the heart of Fort Scott. That's La Hacienda, the finest Mexican cuisine served fresh, hot, and made to order. Plus, who doesn't love the free basket of homemade chips and La Hacienda's fresh salsa? Get your favorite La Hacienda meal through dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. See their full menu at LaHaciendaFortScott.com. La Hacienda, an authentic taste of Mexico in the heart of downtown Fort Scott, 24 North Main. Proud to support the Fort Scott Tigers. Whether you
Stay tuned for the Briggs Auto postgame show as we analyze tonight's game and highlight key plays, players, and stats. Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by Briggs Auto of Fort Scott, where building lasting relationships with customers is always the top priority. Their friendly team is dedicated to making your car buying experience fast, easy, and hassle-free. Search for new or pre-owned vehicles at Briggs, FTSCOTT.com. That's BriggsFortScott.com, or stop in to 1819 South Main on Highway 69. Now let's turn things over to Dylan Duffy with the Briggs Auto post-game show right here on All Hit 103.9 and streaming live on our YouTube channel, Fort Scott TV.
Yes, my name is Dylan Duffy, and I am back here at Towanda, Kansas, as the Circle Thunderbirds go down to the Fort Scott Tigers on the road. Fort Scott 20 at overtime against the Thunderbirds 13. Great momentum coming out of that second half. You know, we kind of asked the coaches when they came on here, do we light a fire under the kids? And they said, oh, yeah, be ready for that second half. And they proved it out here as we made a come-from-behind victory and brought a lot of momentum into our last game of the season at home. But, you know, talk about this game here a little bit, Aaron.
Yeah, I thought most of our wounds throughout the whole game were kind of self-inflicted.
Yep.
We just keep doing silly things. And we should have probably won without having to go through all that.
Yeah.
But it speaks to Coach Stark and his culture too. They didn't give up. Nobody quit. Just keep fighting, keep clawing. And so I know when he gets up here, he's going to be ticked off about the personal fouls and the stuff like that, because that makes him more mad than anything. I think he'd rather lose than have the personal fouls and stuff. But maybe not.
Yeah,
he loves winning.
We're going to keep him level-headed when he gets up here, though, and we're just going to talk about some positive things and.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Collins is down there hyping the boys up. That's a big win. We fell flat, kind of just an eerie feeling going into halftime, just not feeling like we had any chance in the game, even with only being down 2 scores. We came out tough and, you know, brought that Tiger pride here and showed up at the beginning of the second half and carried it on through the second half into overtime even. I mean,
yeah,
I couldn't tell you the last time Tigers went to overtime. I wish we had all those stats and information quick.
Remember, I think I'm not going to misspeak, but I thought we went to overtime with Coffeyville maybe last year. But anyways, I did want to talk about that last play. We couldn't figure out who intercepted that ball there at the end, and it was Jax Armstrong. So what a play by him. Yeah, sophomore stepping up there, makes the biggest play of his football career so far, I'm sure, and gets the interception there at the goal line to end it. And what a play, too, by Circle. They want that running into the kicker back. I mean, that changes everything.
Because they got basically 10 yards there on their first play with that reverse.
Yes.
And, you know, it's probably it's kind of like a first game of the series. When you get to the overtime, you probably already have some set plays like, hey, this is what we're going to show. We got 4 plays getting to the end zone. Let's do it. So.
Right. Yeah, just a big-time penalty there to push them to the 25. I mean, helped us tremendously. Another kid I wanted to talk about, Caleb Hall. What a night from him. I mean, he kind of single-handedly saves us there.
Absolutely.
If not for
just the
not single-handedly, I shouldn't say that, but in high school, honestly, it's been a little while since we've had a kicker that we can say, hey, the ball's on the 20,
first season he came out too.
So what a job by him. Nerves of steel there. Didn't let it get to him in a couple really, really big-time situations.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback off that even too. I mean, it went from a 2-point conversion. We had the game won basically on the 2-point conversion, but then it was a holding penalty on us for them to plan on not being in there to kick that goal, to have to come all the way out to kick it as well. So
yeah, big-time kicks by him, and just super proud of him. I saw his parents down there. I'm sure his mom is super pumped too, as should all the parents be. Great game by our running backs. Creed had a heck of a game. Paxton had a heck of a game. They ran the ball really hard. Drayden played really well. A couple of those balls he wants back, I know. But still, that's high school football. He's still learning. And at the end of the day, W is a W.
Yeah, and I got Stark's attention to get up here, so he's going to sprint up here. And we're not going to keep him too long because these are obviously the ones you really want to celebrate it. So we're just going to kind of get his thoughts on it and then get out of here and get the ride back home to
not to mention we got a
2 hour and 15-minute drive, and
going to be 2.5 by the time we get home.
Depending on what time it is, Taco Tico might be calling my name again.
We ain't going to Taco Tico because Radio Aaron turns into Coach Aaron tomorrow, and I got to be in Kansas City by 7:30 for my daughter's softball.
Yeah,
so
unfortunately, Radio Aaron didn't get the keys, though. Daddy Duff does,
so here,
we'll see
Coach
how it goes.
Stark just rolled in. We're going to let him talk.
After a great win as we take it home in overtime. And really, I mean, kind of 3 quarters was just different ball game for us. First half was a little rough and kind of felt flat, and came out after halftime. We asked the coaches when they came up here, hey, did we light a fire under them? He said, yeah, just wait. Let's watch the second half. And we tuned in for a good one as we kind of came back from a 13-0 deficit to take the lead and win the game, Coach. So what's your thoughts on a 2013 win here in Circle?
Number one, I'm super proud of the players. I'm super proud of the other coaches. These guys have worked incredibly hard the entire season. We didn't win this game tonight just because of how we played tonight. We won it because of how hard we started working back in June. We stuck with it. We stayed the course. Told the guys at the end of the game, at halftime, we didn't play well in the first half. And we're down 13-0. We had some things not go our way. We had some players banged up trying to play through injuries. We had some players get hurt kind of last minute before the game. A lot of young guys were playing. Some young guys I want to recognize, Cooper Murrow, Brighton Thurston. Those guys played big minutes tonight, and they were ready to go, and that's a credit to them. We're 1-5. We're down 13-0 at halftime on the road. Can't get a play to go our way. They fumbled 5 or 6 times, and we're not able to come away with the ball. And they just kept playing with heart, kept playing with resiliency like they have done the entire year. There's no quit in these guys. That's a credit to the seniors for leading well. And these guys just gutted it out. And, man, the Tiger faithful was proud and loud tonight, and we appreciate the support. It took every single one of us, and I'm just thrilled we were able to find a way to get it done.
Absolutely. Just to piggyback off what you said there, that's what we've talked about all season, is no matter what the score is in the game, the Tigers have never gave up, and, they kept playing hard all the way through it tonight as well. So credit to you, Coach, credit to the boys, and just kind of sign off as we go into our last game of regular season next week against Coffeyville. But, we're going to celebrate this win for sure. I don't know if you have a 24-hour rule or what, but it's always nicer to be able to take a nice long ride home with a dub on the column.
That's right. I remember when I was in high school, Coach Steps used to always say when we'd have long road trips for basketball games, he'd always say, yeah, we're not driving 2 hours just to go home with the loss. So I feel that tonight it's going to be a great bus ride home. Super proud of the players. We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to show up Monday, and our focus is going to be on our next opponent, which is Coffeyville. We're going to continue to finish the season strong. I've got no doubts about that, and no doubts about the heart and resiliency of this team.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Go celebrate with your team. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you Wednesday night, Coach's Corner at New Grill, and we'll also be commemorating the 2004A state champion Fort Scott Tigers as well on Friday night, next Friday night at Coffeyville. So this has been Dylan Duffy and Aaron Judy on All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV from Towanda, Kansas. Circle Thunderbirds 13, Fort Scott Tigers 20 with the win. Thank you. Have a good night and safe trip home. Go Tigers.
Thanks for tuning in to 103.9 and joining us on our YouTube channel, Fort Scott TV, for the Briggs Auto Postgame Show. Briggs Auto is your one-stop destination for Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, and Dodge, all conveniently located at 1819 South Main in Fort Scott. You can also browse their full inventory online anytime at BriggsFortScott.com. That's Briggs, FTSCOTT.com. Don't forget, Coach's Corner airs every Wednesday night at 7 for in-depth interviews and insights of upcoming games. Be sure to join us again next Friday night for another exciting Fort Scott Tigers football game.
All season long, your team plays here. The Fort Scott Tigers, right here on All Hit 103.9 FM.
This has been Fort Scott Tiger Football on All Hit 103.9 FM and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. Tiger Football has been brought to you in